All right, everybody, welcome to the second game we're calling today, the only college football game we're calling today. Big ACC battle between FSU and NC State. Winner of this game becomes bowl eligible. Obviously, this season is not going according to plan for either one of these schools, but a chance to take a bowl game here today. NC State coming off that awful loss to Miami, 41-7 drubbing. NC State for the 3-0 start of the season has dropped 5 of their last 7 games. Florida State, meanwhile, some momentum on their side after beating Virginia Tech last time out, 34-14. So appreciate all you guys tuning in for this one. My name is Jared and I've never been to one of these streams before. How it works is like this. If I go in the chat, any questions you might have, I'll be happy to answer about anything, everything. Any donation, get to your question right away. Otherwise, I just go in the order that I see them. Vote in that poll. Who think wins one, FSU or NC State? If you remember, you can show us for either one of these teams using the emojis in the chat. We got the emojis for FSU and for NC State available at our disposal. And this is the last day for this to make the call. You're going to help me decide which game we're calling on Saturday night. Tennessee, Florida, ASU, Colorado, Cal, Stanford, or BYU, Cincinnati. Which game are we doing? You're going to help me decide which game we are calling for tomorrow night. So with that in mind, let me see what's happening in the chat. Yeah, we saw a great USC Notre Dame women's basketball game. That was a crazy finish there. Heck of a shot at the very end. Dalvin chance to win the Super Bowl? I would say probably like 0.001% at this point. Very, very slim. Butch Jones, I did not see the clock management last night. I got to check that out. I did not see the clock management. I saw the result of the game. I did not see the clock management. I know it came down to the final play with like 4 seconds left down by the goal line. I did not see the clock management, though. Oh, boy. It is freezing in here. I don't know how it got cold. So that if I do yawn, that's why. It's freezing. I turn up the temperature. So I announced live that his height was 6'7" and says 6'6" to make it a joke. Jeez. Thoughts on Dappy 160 yards away from being the Cowboys' all-time leader in passing yards. Yeah, it's crazy. It makes sense because Aikman got hurt a lot. Staubach had a late start to his career because of military service. Prescott's been in the league for about a decade at this point. So it makes sense. Give me a decent bounce back here if you're going 2-10. Yeah, but you expect a little bit more from FSU. Expect a little bit more. Grew a 5-team man over the AC champ? I doubt it. It would take a lot. I think it would take SMU to win it. I would be very surprised if we get a group of 5 team over the ACC. Cold in Arizona? My apartment got kind of cold. It was raining a lot in Arizona. Like, more than usual. Like, it's... I don't want to say cold. It's like high 50s. But for Arizona, that is definitely... Like, that is interesting. Louisville coming back against Cincinnati with that horrible start to the game. Yeah, pretty sure guys tuning in. Castellanos and CJ Bailey going to rock with NC State. Yeah, it should be a good one. Should be a good one with the sophomore quarterback CJ Bailey, who did not play well last time against Miami. 17 for 30, no touchdowns, 2 picks. Did not look good, but so what happens tonight. I also should note every Thursday I do this thing called Live Make Karaoke. 2 ACC teams. It would have to be Miami. It would have to be a champion in Miami, and that's going to be... There's a path for Miami. There's a path. I think they'll only get one team. I don't think Miami makes it in, but there is a path. There is definitely a path. Let's do this thing every Thursday night called Live Make Karaoke. $50 to do a song. When we do $25, there is one song that's half off. We're going to spin the wheel to figure out which song is half off tonight. All right, the song for half off for this stream only is going to be... Let's see... How's it going from Thailand all the way out there? Holy cow. Appreciate you tuning in. Heartbreaker by Pat Benatar. Heartbreaker by Pat Benatar is the song that is half off for this stream and this stream only. Game taking place at Carter Finley. Winner becomes bowl eligible. Should be a good one here down in Raleigh. If you like what you see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe to this episode, tell the channel so we try and grow this community even more. Both these teams sitting at 5-5. We're going to be live tomorrow for 3 games. Mizzou against Oklahoma. We're going to be live for Oregon, USC. And then at 7:30, one of those 4 games. And it is up in the air in terms of which game we're going to do. It's up to you guys. How's it going, Allie? Appreciate you tuning in. That's a good song. That's a good song. Appreciate all you guys tuning in for this one. Should be a fun game here over on ESPN. If you like what you see, hit that like button, subscribe. We are awfully close to 69,000 subscribers. We are less than 50 away. First ever 10:30 stream, so Thanksgiving break is here. Mountain West After Dark, baby. Let's go. I love it. I love it. You know what? Be unique. There's not a lot of people doing it. Be unique. Let's do it. All right, we're going to skip on our way just a little bit. FSU in the white. NC State in the reds. Yeah, how the ref got hurt last night? Just a fluke injury. At least he avoided serious injury. At least he avoided serious one. How's it going, Chuck? I appreciate you tuning in. In the hospital, about to get surgery. Most of my colon removed. Went through pre-surgery prep at the hospital and woke up for real. The anesthesia was kicking in. That is an interesting dream. I've never had a dream about surgery. I've had dreams about some weird stuff before. I've never had a dream about surgery. It's all just a blur. Even when I got my surgery for my gallbladder, it was just all a blur. After they, knocked me out. All right, here we go. FSU kick it off, and here we go. NC State will get a start ball at the 25-yard line after the touchback. And here come the Wolfpack. CJ Bailey, rough time. Last time out. You had 2 swimming ears as part of my mouth while I was awake as part of the prep for some reason. That is odd. The Cards going to be without Walker, Thomas, and Harrison. So we are in some trouble. I got the Cardinals winning that game. We're in some trouble. Bailey, 19 touchdowns, 9 interceptions this season. Maybe his worst game is the starter this season. Last time out against Miami, looking for a bounce-back performance here. To the top, to the bottom. Bailey, they're going to send 4. Bailey has all day to throw. Just going to check it down to his back. That's going to be caught at the 27-yard line. Gain at 2. Smothers. Down to the 27-yard line before he's taken down by Blake Nicholson. Is this a tank bowl? I don't know about the tank bowl. They're both bowl eligible with a win. Maybe dinner for the family for the first time. Everyone loved it. That's awesome, man. That is awesome. You know, I have tons of dreams of back in school. Oh, man. That's like every other day I have dreamed that back in school. Like, there's a test I haven't studied for. Handoff here. Smothers up the middle for a first down. The 35. Stiff arm to the 40. Got space to the 45 to the 50. And brought down at the 47-yard line. Smothers had -2 yards last time against Miami. The leading rusher on the team this season, though. A dominant run there and bowling over Earl Little for a first down in plus territory. After 2 plays, and Michael gifting a membership, and it's Lightning getting this one inner circle. I love it. I love it. Appreciate you, man. As a member of Lightning, you get a lot of perks. Same age, video members, only Q&A streams and emojis in the chat. We got an inner circle. I love to see it. I'll put it to a vote. Ball to 48. Bailey. Just going to check it behind the line to Smothers. Second grab of the day. This time, though, goes for a loss of 7. Nicholson on the stop. Because there's referees fan. That's nice. Notice that being back in school, forgot to say for a test or go to class, common thing in my dreams. Yep. It's common thing in my dreams, too. It is, yeah, not a fun dream. Not fun. But Nicholson on the stop. Third straight touch for Smothers. This time, he gets smothered behind the line. That was Frank State University, me too. So now the toss out here. And that'll be a gain of 5. Gets in midfield. Jaden Scott brings up third and about 12. I put a poll up for Michael's Fiverr. And so it takes us into the you make the call. Every donation counts as triple, so $5 counts as 15, 10 counts as 30. You get the idea. Third down here. 3 at the bottom, 1 at the top. Back to his left. Motion is Grimes. Bailey going to take the snap. They'll send 3. Pressure by Nicholson up the middle. Going to flush out. Looking to throw on the run. Will be sacked. Pressure by James Williams, actually. And then Williams comes in and makes the play. NC State, a good start to the drive, but going to have to punt this ball away. For Bailey took the sack. Nothing there. The drag route was covered. Tight coverage all the way by Stephon Thompson. That's where Bailey wanted to get that ball to. Potentially get 4th and manageable. You go for it. I'm going to do like skill work. You'd be surprised how accurate they are. Yep. Michigan's 2023 ring is legit. Fact. Absolute fact. You've also the bowl appearance. I would assume. I'm going to say fact with the way the coaching cycle is right now. The punt here. Cannon gets it off a late fair catch single, a call for and made at the 10-yard line. That's where FSU is going to start this drive. FSU won their best games of the season last time out against Virginia Tech. Just a dominant performance. And Castellanos, 12 for 24, 189. And leads FBS in yards per completion with 15.8. They ran the ball very well last time against Virginia Tech, 5.2 yards per carry. NC State allowed 5.8 yards per carry last time out against Miami. So I'm keeping it out. Here's Castellanos flash. Go deep on the first play. Has a man, and that's incomplete. Broken up. Got behind him. Deuce Robinson. It's a good ball, but Marshall breaks that one up at the last second. Brings up second down. I could see that in symbol. I could definitely see that in symbol. All right, Michael's Fiverr is going to the Tennessee-Florida game. Second down. 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom, and the pistol here. Yeah, we got to go between Louisville and Cincy. Ham-bread chicken breast with garlic, herb, and ranch seasoned potatoes. Ooh. Castellanos flushed out. Flat's not there, so now going to throw second read. That ball's caught at the 28-yard line. Good job going through his reads, and that is Lewayne McCoy, the sophomore wideout. Only had 1 catch for 9 yards last game, but this one goes for 18 and a first down. Gives him some breathing room. Go quick to the line here. 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom, back to his left. Danzy motions. Now they're going to motion over to the bottom of the screen. Pittman, the tight end. Give it to the side. That'll be a gain of about 4 to the 32. Brings up second down. Did I post the combined bowl? Combined bowl? I'm not sure what the combined bowl is. To the top. Back to his right. Castellanos. Going to hand off up the middle. Breaks one tackle down to the 35. Be 3rd and 3. It's Williams. Roydell Williams on that one. Really got known for running the ball. Only has 7 carries this season. Oh, the poll. Oh, I don't think I did. Now that I think about it, I don't think I did. I'll post it tomorrow. If I've not done it yet, I'm going to post it tomorrow in the community tab. 1 on the top, 1 on the bottom. 3rd and 2. Castellanos, as you say, flinch, but did not go in the neutral zone. Got Chase Bond to flinch, but got back in time, and no one snapped it. Be a delayed handoff up the middle. First down and then some to the 43-yard line. Keeping it on the ground here. Jalen Lucas. Lucas had 10 rushing yards last time against Virginia Tech. Florida State as a team ran the ball for 237 yards. 46 rushing attempts that game. And NJ Card fan gifting a membership. USA getting this one. As a member, get a lot of perks. Same with each video. Members of Canadians and Moses in chat. Appreciate you, man. Get you on the game. Appreciate you a ton. As always. Appreciate that. I play Mad, be the Dolphins, pick my opponents, not the Cowboys. Giants. Castellanos, deep shot on first down at 4 straight runs. Going for the post pattern. Caught at the 5. Then broke it up. Had his hands and broke it up the last leg. Was a great ball to Dancy. And Marshall for the 2nd time today, this drive. Breaks up. Had in his hands. Oh, he had it in his hands. Again, that counts as triple. Marshall just stuck it in there in the last second. He came down with it, but then did not survive the ground. That extra contact by Marshall at the end. Able to jar it free, but a good ball by Castellanos. We're going deep early on, and Castellanos can't get the playoff. He's going to have to take a timeout. They'll have 2 left. Castellanos 1 for 3 so far, but all the throws have been longer than 15 yards down the field, and all the throws have been on the money. There's opportunities for home run plays here for FSU, and they run the ball well so far. It's a very good start for the Seminoles. We'll have it at the 43-yard line when we get back here over on ESPN. Again, if you like what we see, folks, if you like what subscribe. Except for the entire Ryder Houston game on TNT last night. Oh, wow. Yeah, that was a rough one for the Bronx. That was a pretty rough game. I commend you for watching the whole thing. Not sure how many people watched the whole thing of that one. I'm not sure. So 2nd 10 when we get back. If you like what you see, folks, if you like, subscribe, host the channel a ton. We're back at 6. Went to right. It makes sense. I know he went to Ryder. Gotta get that money somehow. Gotta get that money. The guarantee games. How many members for next emoji? Yeah, it fluctuates. I want to get the exact number. How many members to next emoji? Let me check. From what I can see, that doesn't seem right. think it'd be 59. Right? I think it would be 59. YouTube's telling me it could be 9? I don't think it's that. No breaks for dislocation. That's awesome. That's awesome. Thank God for that. Let me check. YouTube sometimes tells me different things than what it actually is. YouTube's saying 9. I don't know if that's real or not. It could be 59. I don't know if it's 9 or 59. I have no idea. So if we get 9, we'll know. So I don't think that will get us to 450. All right, back on our way here after the timeout. Second down. For Castellanos. He'll take the snap. They're going to send 4. Castellanos looking open on the corner route. Call it the 35. First down. Lewayne McCoy. Second grab of the drive. Only had 1 catch last time. Again, at 22 there on the first down. The biggest number? Infinity to the infinitieth power? I guess would be the biggest number? No, it's probably not 50. Yeah, I don't think it's 59. Yeah, I don't know. Bounce it to the outside. Now cut him back in. That's a gain of 1 for Sawchuk. Third different player on this drive to run the ball for FSU. Like, I don't know if it's 9 members or 59 members that we need. Or for the membership's biggest number? Oh, you got 5,000 members. You can use, I think, 52 emojis. 3 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Empty backfield here. Motion the wide out play action after the fake the jet sweep. Now go middle of the field. Overthrown, intercepted. Off balance throw to McCoy, and it's picked off to the 27-yard line. Horrible throw by Castellanos. Had his man on, but the footwork was not there. He did not set his feet, and it's Marshall. What a drive he had. 2 pass breakups and a pick. That's why they're 5-5, yep. Horrible off-balance throw. No reason for that, too. Just set your feet. He's wide open. And the third completion of McCoy this drive for a first down. Instead, NC State taking over the 27-yard line. A long drive for FSU. They move it down the field nicely. Castellanos looks sharp until that throw. It is not a fancy seafood dish. Right, 21 for a year, but then we gained 2 in 1 day. Yeah, that was impressive. That was one of those just insane moments. FSU and Bama? Yeah, it's... They ran the ball well. Castellanos didn't do a lot that game. They just ran the ball very well. Georgia Tech and VT have the inside track, or Virginia have the inside track to make the ACC championship. 1 game to go each. Georgia Tech and Lewayne McCoy with a win. Yep, that seems like how it's gonna go. The real question is, can Miami make it to the playoff? Yeah, but I'll show you like the back end. The back end says 9 more members needed. But I have no idea if that's legit or not. Because sometimes they'll say that and say, oh, you need 50 more, like, because we might not be at the 400 mark just yet. So I don't know. Something's not adding up because we had 400 members entering today. We've got 11 gifted memberships today thus far. Or 12 gifted memberships today thus far. That wouldn't get us to 450. So I'm pretty confident it's 59 members needed. Maybe it's not. It's also got a spike from the 20th to the 21st in terms of members. So it might have been gifted memberships that they run out. What is known as LPP? That's what you get when you type in to get the emoji. It has to be 3 characters. So I just go LPP on that. It's like yeah, just like LBB. Yep. It has to be 3 characters. I'll just do LP. Most I've ever had on stream? Ooh. Oh, man. I've had some fun streams. Most fun I ever had on stream? Oh, man. My sister joining was pretty fun. My sister on stream was a blast. My dad on stream was always a blast. My sister on stream was just insanity. That was great. Miami's playoff chances. I think they have a track. They definitely have a path to get in. They need Ole Miss to lose. I would think you need Bama to lose the Iron Bowl. You might need one other thing to go your way, but they have a chance. It could be a wild playoff chase. Yep. July 10th. Oh, yeah, that's a contender for sure. I mean, anytime with people on stream, that's always a blast. All right, first down for NC State at the 27-yard line. Last drive ended in the sack. One on the top, 2 at the bottom, motioning over. So tight end Hardy. Handoff up the middle. Smothers will get down to the 29, gain of 2 before he's taken down on the play by Justin Cryer. How much would someone have to pay you to change your YouTube name to Low Point Prince? I would never do that. So, like, that would mess up the algorithm entirely. That would mess up everything. So, you can't change the name. No, now looking great for the Hurricanes. Not looking great, but it's possible. One at the top, 2 at the bottom. Back to his right is Smothers. Motioning over is Jackson. Bailey takes it. They'll send 4. Bailey pressured, swings out to Smothers. And can he make a man miss in the open field? He can to get down to the 34. I'll notice that no one's really getting open down the field. All the targets so far this game have gone to Smothers. Have gone to the back. So no one's getting open downfield, and there's pressure. 7-2 defensive line is winning in the trenches thus far. Smothers has pretty much done everything so far for the Wolfpack offensively. Yeah, the Chaos Christian was just nuts. That was almost like too chaotic. Man, the game was good too. Like, I wish it was like they did it during a crap game. I wish they did that during a game that was not good. Third down. Delayed handoff. Trying to bounce outside, cutting back in. Smothers, second effort, got the first. To the 39 goes Jaden Scott. Was stopped at the line of scrimmage, but Scott just muscles his way ahead for a first. Sounds like the Wolves tonight. I hope so. Totally smashed the Suns money line. Money was never now. I get that. I completely get it. But they had your appearance were great too. Like, in person's always different, though. First down, the 39-yard line. Bailey, back to his left, 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Head over the middle, Smothers gets down to the 44. Gain of 4. What kind of chaos? Just a lot of noise. I'll put it that way. Just imagine a lot of yelling and inside jokes and people who don't know football at all. The ChatGPT chaos, yeah. That one's fun, yeah. Yeah, that stream that you're talking about, Ali, that was ChatGPT chaos. That was nuts. I think it was after the Eagles-Bucks game. I think it was after the wildcard game. They're going to send 4. Middle of the field, that's caught for a first down in plus territory at the 48-yard line. Justin Jolly. Gain of 8. First completion of the day by NC State to a guy who is not a running back. It's Jolly on the grab. Senior tight end. Only had 1 catch for 7 yards last time. Why is route 1 completed before the state of Delaware? I don't know. I mean, why is there no highway between Phoenix and Vegas? I mean, some of the roads don't make sense. 1 at the top, 2 at the bottom, back to his right. Fake the toss to Smothers. Now goes middle of the field in the seam. Caught again by Jolly. First down. Beautiful, beautiful play design there. Very similar to what the Jaguars ran against the Chargers down by the end zone on Sunday. I got the butt. Jolly back-to-back grabs for him. Ball at the 35-yard line. 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Hand up the middle, Smothers. will get brought down at the 33 for a gain of 2. It's James Williams on the stop. Oh, yeah, the toast. Oh, that was insane. Oh, God. That stream was nuts. That was ridiculous. That one was... I don't even know how to process that one. And then USA almost lost. That's because they actually almost lost that game. Second down. Bailey going to keep himself this time. They'll get brought down the 27-yard line. Third and 2. How should I take over the world? Yep. At least I know what a bot is. Remember previously we didn't know like what a bot was. Yep. Now you know. Third and 2. Figure it's 4-down territory here. 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Out route. Incomplete. One flag for some contact for the play. Not going to get it. Tight coverage by Baker, but now they are, or Barker, but now they are going to throw a flag. Thought he got there a bit before. Looking for Dante Daniels to tighten on the out route. Pass interference on the defense. Yeah, I thought he got there a bit before. That'll be a first down just outside the red zone. If Barker got there a bit before Daniels had a chance to make the play. And some confusion on NC State's part, so they'll have to take a timeout. FCS Conference Championship, so why do they not? I think part of it's a playoff is very long. It's a 2014 playoff. I think another thing, too, would be travel costs. You might be losing money at the end of the day with that. If you stinking serious about to start crying, I won this victory, now we're getting spanked. I mean, to be fair, it's early on. It's very early on. You moved the ball well the last drive. Couldn't stop the run. And Castellanos was having guys open. He was hitting throws. Just a horrible interception. But there's stuff downfield. This is not over by any means. Dizzy Donut. This is not over by any means. What game was that? That was 2016. And that got Gus Bradley fired. Breathe If Prime? I've never heard of that game. You want to be too early yet, Dizzy. Again, also, first, it's very early. NCC started the game with the ball. Florida State first drive ran down their throats. Castellanos, that horrible pick aside, looked very good on that drive. Looked very good. There was stuff open down the field. Just some great breakups by Devin Marshall. But come on with $1. Appreciate you, man. Get you on the game. Does it get you in first? It does not. Make it prime number? Ooh, all right. I like it. I'm assuming 1,099 is a prime number. So let's say 10.9. Decimals don't count as prime numbers. App State, Charles 6563. Wow. If you like what we see, folks, subscribe. Jacks who texted 2017. Yes, they did. Last time we did. Last time we swept them. Yep, UConn leading 22-5. Yeah, they are darn good in women's basketball. Yeah, that's not, I was going to say that's not prime. It's only 7. 10.99 is not a prime number. I don't think decimal counts as prime number. It's got to be like a whole number that can't be divided. Yeah, 10.99 would not be... I don't think it would be prime. Yeah, the last time we swept the Texans was 2017. 2018, they swept us. 19, they swept us. 20, they swept us. 21, they swept us. 22, we split. 23, we split. Last year, they swept us, and then this year we split. It's like about 46. Wow. That's a lot of points. There are 30 seconds left till we resume play. Ball just outside the red zone here for Bailey and company on drive number 2. Vikings trying to Phoenix Texans. We've not been the Vikings in forever. So, that's the opposite there. 9 cents is the largest prime number. Did not know that. One of the top two of the bomb back to his left. Back underway here with 3:02. Bailey. Pump fake. Now going for the end zone. Has a man caught. Touchdown. Terrell Anderson. Had 4 catches for 25 yards last game. His first grab of this one goes for his team high 5th receiving touchdown of the season. Leads the team with over 550 yards receiving. And right out of the timeout, the pump fake, just that little bit of hesitation, catches Edwin Joseph off guard. Has to stop. He had a free rush. Hesitate a little bit. Allowed Bailey to have some time to throw the end zone. And NC State strikes first off the interception by Castellanos as Bailey throws his 20th touchdown of the season. Extra point is good. 7-0. So I was over with the Seminoles. Again, it's one drive for it's one drive so far for FSU. I wouldn't say it's over just yet. Jags took the Colts to the year. Payne Manning was out for the season. Yes, we did. That gave him Andrew Luck. We won in Indy because the first time we played like crap. The second half, the Jaguars play system was broken. So Blaine Gabbert called over the place himself, and he actually looked halfway competent. And then we beat him week 17 in Jacksonville. I was at that game. The game that Wayne Weaver got inducted into the Pride. We got to score here. FSU's got to score here. That would help. Yeah, they moved the ball well the first drive. FSU moved the ball very well the first drive. Castellanos was hitting guys. There's some nice pass breakups, but there's opportunities down the field. And they were running the ball down their throats, too. Remember, this is an NC State team that allowed about 6 yards of carry last time out against Miami, and an FSU team that has run the ball well, averaging over 5 yards per carry, and looked very good last game against Virginia Tech running the ball. So not by any means. Kickoff, field at the 3, going to take it out. Here we go. To the 10, 15, 20, and stop right around there goes Lucas. Mark it at the 19. I would think so, yeah. Louisville up by 11 now. What a bounce back. What a bounce back for Louisville. And for how poorly they started that game. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm telling you, my Final Four right now is Louisville, UConn, Duke, BYU. Right now, that's my Final Four. You know, he's usually in here. No, he's cool. RFK's cool. All right. Ball the 19-yard line. Castellanos. Mark at the 20. Juju will be the backup. You got to get a better backup quarterback. So obviously, once it's done. Play action, slam pass, that's caught. And then freed up at the last segment. He was down, and then a late flag flies. So the catch was made. And then they might get targeting on this. It's a gain of 6. McCoy is 3rd grab of the day. No, Tina, I don't think so. Personal foul. Targeting. They'll get that one on Jackson Vick. Now, obviously, all targeting is reviewed. Let's see here. I'll review it. Tough to tell from the first angle. We'll go inside the Game Day Ops Center. He's leading with the head, not the shoulder. There's forcible contact. Somehow held on, which is the crazy part. Somehow held on. Is there enough to overturn the call? As it stands, gain of 6, 2nd and 4 if there's no target. If there is targeting, he's ejected. And Jackson Vick, the redshirt junior nickelback, will be disqualified for the rest of this game. Is there enough here to change the call? I mean, I don't know what you want Vic to do in that spot. Yeah, the Colts won Super Bowl? Oh, it's actually funny. We did very well. We split them, but the second game we played against them, we blew them out. We ran for like... Jones, Drew, and Taylor had 396 yards combined in that game. Like, that was one of the best games in Jaguar history. Probably the best game the Jaguars ever played in a regular season game was the game against the Colts in 2006. Like, they played lights out. Seems pretty split in the poll, whether you think it's targeting or not. It's a tough play for Vic. He didn't leave his feet. And we'll see. To review, there's no foul for targeting. Yep, that's the right call. I think that's the right call. I don't know what more you want Vic to do in that spot. I don't know what more you want him to do. Maybe he did lead a bit with the head, but... So McCoy's going into the tunnel after that hit. But he didn't leave his feet. Wasn't late. I mean, I think that's a good flag pickup. That's a very good pickup. McCoy somehow made the grab, despite all that. So gain of 5, that counts. One of the top, 2 of the bottom. Now we're back on our way here. Back to his right, Castellanos. Yeah, look at the flinch on the false start. I was gonna say, you can't sway like that. Randy Pittman. Swaying on the snap. Can't be doing that. Back it up. Texas, the only team to never become championship? Yes, they are. They're the only team to do it. Or not do it, I should say. Well, cha-cha-cha action. Yep. There you go. Second down, back on our way. One of the top, 2 of the bomb, back to his right once again. Castellanos. Second read, not there. It's going to take off and run. Gets a block. I thought it was getting a block from Chroma. I just gave up on the block. It's a game at 10 and a first down. Could have been a lot more, though. Chroma just gave up on this block downfield. Not sure what he was doing. He just kind of let him go. Caden Fordham on the stop. One of the better tacklers in the ACC. Game at 10. But Chroma's got to set a better block there. That could have gone for a huge gain. Play action, slam pass, that's caught at the 40-yard line. Back-to-back first downs, and that time it's Boggs, his first grab of the day. JB for 10. Boggs no catches last game. And McCoy out for the moment. Or if he's going to come back. He went into the tunnel for evaluation. Only his 6th grab of the season. How's it going, K.I.? Currently watching Louisville Cincy. Yep, so far so good for Louisville. Up by 8. Bounce back after how bad they started. They're going to sit for Castellanos stepping up. Going to take off and run. Has the edge to the 45. That's a much better block from Chroma. And that'll be a gain of 11 and a first down. That's the effort you want to see out of Chroma. That's more like it. That block turned what could have been a gain of 5 into a gain of 11. 3 straight first downs. They go quick to the line. We know Castellanos is very lethal with his feet. For 400 yards rushing this season. 2 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Handoff here to Chroma. His first carry of the day. And this one goes for 2. Taken down by Tristan Teasdale. At the 47-yard line. 5 players have run the ball for Florida State this quarter. Including Castellanos. Chroma got the handoff the last time. He led the team with 59 yards rushing last game against Virginia Tech. 2nd and 8. Yeah, Louisville turns it around, yeah, for sure. Tight end Pittman in motion. They'll give it to Pittman on the jet sweep. That's a beautiful block set by Sawchuk. He'll get the first down to 34. 6 different players have gotten the ball on the ground today already. The block there by Sawchuk will get Pittman ahead of steam and easily gets the first. Will they get a playoff before the end of the quarter? They will not. Florida State driving for the 2nd straight drive. They get into plus territory. They don't score in the first story of their season. $7-0, but FSU driving. I'll put a poll up. Who do you think wins this one? Yeah, NC State cannot stop the run. That's why, again, I wouldn't be worried yet about Florida State. Even though they're down 7-0, I would not be worried about them. By any means. I think this is a team that can run the ball well against a team that has not been great at stopping the run, all things considered. If you like what you see, folks, hit the like button, subscribe to this episode, tell the channel. If you do have emojis in the chat, if you are a member, you get a lot of cool perks for being a member, including members-only Q&A streams. And you get to use the emojis in there for the teams playing. Got a good one so far over on ESPN. I think Fudd's going to go one, yeah. I think Fudd will go one. Yeah, Louisville by 11. I'm telling you, my Final Four right now is Louisville, BYU, Duke, UConn. That's my Final Four. So ball to 34. We got about 75 seconds left before we resume play here. And NC State did not stop the run last game. 5.8 yards per carry allowed. So far here, FSU kind of running it down their throats. 6.6 yards per carry for the Seminoles in that first quarter. Just going back other games, Georgia Tech about 4.6 yards per carry. NC's defense has not been the sharpest as of late. Go back over their last 4 games. 36 allowed to Notre Dame, 53 to Pitt, 36 to GT, 41 to Miami. Over their last 4, NC State defense that is allowing 41.5 points per game. Florida State, nothing in the first quarter, but a long drive first time for a bad throw by Castellanos, and now drive number 2 looks poised to get something, barring a mistake. So they're in plus territory with a new set of downs to the 34-yard line. Kentucky, 88, Loyola, 46. That's a huge win. All right, here we go. 56% around the Seminoles to win this one. First down for Castellanos. Out route, broken up at the line. Had a man wide open, but Kenny Soares breaks up that pass, brings up second down. Gets his hands up there to break that one up. Brings up second and 10 to 34. Sawchuk in the backfield. To his left, Pittman in motion at the bottom of the screen. Castellanos swings it out to Sawchuk. He makes the grab behind the line and will be brought down at the 28. Gain of about 5. Sebastian Harsh on the stop. Third down. Using some tempo here. Quick to the line. No huddle offense here. Castellanos Back to his right is Sawchuck. Pittman in motion once again to the bottom of the screen. To the top, one to the bottom. Castellanos. Second read not there. Third read not there. Now just trying to buy anything. Throwing on the run. Into the end zone. Open and incomplete. Broken up by Marshall. He is having a monster game so far. 3 pass breakups and a pick. Looking for Boggs, the freshman wideout. He was open in the back of the end zone. Ball didn't get there in time. By the closing speed by Marshall to break up that jump ball. A clinic right now by the senior corner. Now send out the field goal unit for a 45-yard try. That kick is good. FSU on the board. 54 seconds into the second. Weinberg drills it. 7-3. NC State getting it back when we get back over on ESPN. If you like what I say, folks, hit the like button, subscribe to this episode. It's on the channel. Try to grow this community even more. We got 3 games on the docket tomorrow. We got Mizzou, Oklahoma. We got Oregon, USC, and we got one of those games on the right side of the screen. Whichever game is the highest donation total. Everything counts as triple. So $5 counts as 15. 10 counts as 30. You get the idea. The same thing, Florida State got a field goal. Florida State got a field goal, and Devin Marshall is just having a monster game so far in terms of breaking up passes. You want to say Packers win? I get that. A lot of people don't want to say Packers win. I completely get that. About a minute left before we resume play here. Down in Raleigh. Last drive for NC State. Bailey touchdown pass to Anderson. His 20th touchdown pass this year for the sophomore quarterback. Trying to bounce back from that awful game he had against Miami where he threw no touchdowns and 2 picks. Allie's a Bears fan. Allie is a Bears fan. So that makes sense. That's why she would not want the Packers. I would question a lot of Bears fans if they want the Packers to win the division. Five teams tied at 4-2 with 2 games to go. Yeah, Mountain West is going to be just, it's a bloodbath right now. Mountain West is insane what's going on over there. All right, back on our way here. 7-3 your score. I think Packers just miss. I think they make it. I think their defense is good enough where I think they're going to make it. But offensively, I'm not sold them at all. I'm not sold Love. I'm not sold LaFleur offensively. The receivers, I'm not sold them. Weinberg on the kick. Touchback at the 25-yard line. Two teams Hawaii League face off in the only other college football game of the night. Yep, that game is taking place at what, 10:30? I think it's a 10:30 kickoff on FS1 if I'm not mistaken. I got the bot. My Bears club last year because I'm more on a coach. Yeah, this year, we'll see what the problems with the schedule for the Bears gets a lot tougher. The schedule for the Bears gets a heck of a lot tougher. But they're very quietly. Not the prettiest, but 7-3, 7-3. All right, here comes Bailey out for drive number 3. Head over the middle, Smothers, trying to spin out of danger. Does he have any space to work with? He does not. He's going to go 6 yards. Loses 6. Desir on the stop. Darryl Desir. Bringing some second down. At the 21-yard line. One at the top, 2 at the bottom, back to his right. Yeah, Bears defense is very solid. Yes, it is. Keep turning over, fouling, and it took until halfway through the second to start laying shots. Yeah, that'll be a problem against UConn. Bailey, pump fake, second read not there, so going to take off and run. Now he's going to look to throw on the run, fires on the run. That ball is caught at the 35 and down to the 45. Still going jolly. Pushed out at the 48. Taking Blake Nicholson along for the ride. Gain of 27. There's a Sardak. I think it was serious go. Yep, don't remind me. Bailey doing a good job extending the play, going through his reads. Found his tight end wide open. One of the top 3 of the bomb, back to his left. They give to Smothers to the side. He will get back to the line. Maybe got a yard. 2nd and 9. Boys taken down by Daniel Lyons. Right, Caleb, I mean, I like his elusiveness. I like how he's escaping sacks. Yaruga's first career point, I love that. I'm so happy for him. Anything like a 7'6" menace like that. You turnover? That would help. Or at least a stop. 2nd and 9. Ball at the 49. One at the top, 2 at the bottom, back to his left. Hand off again to Smothers. Again to plus territory. Down to the 47-yard line. 3rd and about 5. I'm just going to pull my eyes out. I get it. I get that. Third down. Every drive for both teams have gotten past midfield at some point. Bailey, perfect 7 for 7 to start. They'll send 5. Pressure, sacked. Ball came out at the end. The ball came out. The sack on the play by Darrell Jackson. FSU says they have it. Second time today they got a sack on 3rd down. And it is FSU ball. Amari Williams on the recovery. And FSU will start with great field position right around their own 47-yard line. There you go, Dizzy. Got the turnover. You want to say for UConn, so you watch the fouls? Yep. How's it going, Lou? Appreciate you tuning back in. Let's make sure that ball was out. And it was... I don't think it's out. I don't think that ball is out. Either way, you got the stop. It's not a fumble. Can't tell whose hand it is. The ball is on someone's hand. I don't know whose hand it is. Plays under review. Either way, Florida State gets the sack and they'll get the stop. They'll get the ball back. The question is where? Get it back at the 10 on a punt, or will you get it back near midfield? Again, the ball's on someone's hand. I can't tell if it's Bailey's hand, if it's the Lions, the man who forced the fumble before it got picked up by Amari Williams. The knee's down. Whose hand is on? I cannot tell. I cannot tell. Yeah, I love the transparency the ACC gives. How's it going, Ron? Appreciate you tuning in. Just came back from seeing SAC Road to Revenge. Nice. I also posted up today on Twitter for you. So Jags went to if they won the 31, 34, and 52. That one's easy, Tyrell. Oh, man, that is close. I don't know whose hands that ball is on. How's it going, Dave? Appreciate the tune in. Usually there's some differentiating factor like skin color or glove color. There's nothing here. I don't think any of these angles are helping. Yeah, let's go the overhead angle. Yeah, this is definitely the angle we need. This is definitely the angle. That's how we're going to review a fumble. Definitely the sky cam. The overhead angle on the sky. The call is overturned. The call is overturned. So we'll remain NC State ball, but they do get the stop. Yeah, I couldn't tell whose glove that was in the hands of. I think it might have been palmed by the Florida State defender, but they overturned the call, but NC State will be punting the ball. Classic ESPN, yep. Well, that's ACC. With that, we go inside the ACC Command Center on that one. Central Connecticut State beat Rutgers. Oh, jeez, that's brutality right there. They beat the Colts pretty easily, yeah. They did. The punt here. Second time. Caden's been out there, and he's going to get this one to the 14-yard line where the fair catch is made by Squirrel White. About 33 yards of net. FSU starting this drive inside their own 20. When we get back. And appreciate all you guys tuning in. If you like what you see, hit that like button, subscribe. Help us out, tell the channel, try to grow this community even more. Yep, still safe for another couple days. Jags won Super Bowl 34. I think they would have. Yes, I think they would have. They would not have won 31. I think they would have won 34 and 52 though. Seven 3 your score. Yeah, Friday night college football games. Yep. Friday night games. Rutgers good at any sport ever? No. Not since I moved to the Big Ten. Not really. $18 points, 1 assist, 1 rebound for UConn. That's pretty good. That's incredible. Well, 5-0 first time since 2018-20. You know, it's been that long. The job that Kelsey's done with that program has been amazing. Makes debut versus the Jaguars? Yes, he did. Yep. Came in second half against the Jags. Week 1. FSU 2 drives have gone to plus territory both times. Only 3 points to show for it thanks to a pick. And then some broken up passes by Marshall. The ball will be at the 14-yard line after the fair catch by White after a 33-yard punt. Yeah, if you haven't seen today's dumb decisions, click the link above. We talked about last night's Bills-Texans game. That's a Yoke Burns. There you go. This one's over Carter Finley, but still. Florida State not too happy about how the season's gone, especially after beating Bama. Potential ACC playoff aspirations, and so it all came crashing down. That crazy loss to Virginia, and then it just spiraled from there. Yes, he was, Tyrell. First down the 14-yard line. Castellanos. 2 in the backfield. He'll give the ball off to the side. Nothing doing. Gain of 1 for Lucas at the 16-yard line. Then a tussle after the play. Doesn't look like we're going to get any flags for that one. Down to the 16. Sarah Strong has a double-double already? It's the first half. She's got a double-double in the first half? Holy cow. 2 to the top, 2 to the bottom, back to his left. Castellanos staring down the first read out there. So going to take off and run. Space up middle to the 25-30. He could go, slides down the 32. Castellanos' first read was not there, so just took off and ran and got a block by Gunnar Hansen in the second level. Castellanos can improvise. It's done so many times before. Going to hand it off here for a gain of 3. So Lucas down to the 34. Brings up 2nd and 7. Okay, I appreciate you, man. Yeah, crazy game. Crazy game there with Louisville. What a bounce back. Second and 7. 9.5 to go in the first half. One at the top, 2 to the bottom. Back to his left. Tight end in motion is Douglas. They'll give it up the middle. Breaks 1 tackle. Breaks a second and brought down to 39. Gain of 5. Good job keeping your balance there, Gavin Sawchuk. Turn would have been 3rd and long to 3rd and short. Bring it up 3rd and 2. Sawchuk, the redshirt junior back. Last time out against VT. Only had 3 carries. And FSU had 46 rushing attempts last game. 10 different players carried the rock. You knew Alvin for Hillary Duff. I did not see that coming. That was on my bingo card today. 1 at the top. Pittman in motion. 1 at the bottom. Hand over the middle. Sawchuk. Second effort. He's got close. Looks like a good spot. I think he'll get it at the 41. My childhood, literally. Yep. I wish they would allow that too. I don't know why they didn't. That should be a first. Sawchuk, for the second straight play, was stopped behind the line, or at the line. Christian Teasdale made the initial contact, but then Sawchuk just out muscling him and bowling his way ahead to the 41-yard line for a first down. You see the Yates for Saxville. It did not go well for Yates. I'll put it that way. It was one of those games, it was never in any doubt. Castellanos 3 on the play clock. Got to get this off. 2-1 timeout call by Norvell. They'll have 1 left. So the play clock was winding down. We're going to so bad everything. How's this happen? Part of it's just, it's a tough place to recruit. Because you don't have the appeal of New York City necessarily, but you also don't have the appeal of other, like, Northeast places like Boston College or Penn State. My night between Carolina and San Fran, I got San Fran winning. I got San Fran. Resources, also the conference they're in. I mean, the Big Ten, they're always going to be playing behind the 8 ball in the Big Ten. They're competitive in the Big East in certain sports, but Big Ten, not so much. That was a mistake on Rutgers' part. Big time mistake, I think. James Madison and Jacksonville State have got more AP votes in the college football playoff era than Rutgers. And Jacksonville State just got promoted a few years ago. Which is nuts. Yeah, ACC would have been a much better fit. Much better fit. Texas would be good in 2017. They didn't handle the injuries. Yeah, I mean, you saw their game against the Seahawks. That was one of the best games of the season. Deshaun Watson stayed healthy 2017. I think they were winning that division. No one was stopping them. With the way they look with Watson, that first month that Watson played, it was lights out. I think they were going to be very good that year. They would have made the playoffs without the injuries. One timeout left for the Seminoles. Again, if you like what we see, hit that like button, subscribe. Helps the channel out a ton. No, they're not the 2020 Texans, no. Final Four women's basketball. UConn, LSU, SCAR, UCLA. Yeah, I like that. I like Notre Dame a lot, too, but... Yeah, I think that would be that. It's true that Stone and Phoenix. So, not where I was. I heard it did hail in Glendale. Actually, I heard that in Glendale there was some hail. I didn't see anything. But apparently it did snow, or it did hail, I should say. Just glad I was not on the road for that. All right, 7-3 your score. Ball at the 41 to the top of the screen. Pittman now motions as a blocker. They'll give it up the middle here. And now we'll get down to the 46, gain of 5. That's Williams. Got the first carries of the game on the opening drive. Didn't see him after that. Now back out there. They're rotating backs like crazy. A lot of fresh legs. 2nd and 5, go quick to the line. Back to his left. Pittman again in motion. Handoff again to Williams. Breaks a tackle. First down to the 50. And brought down the 46 in plus territory for the 3rd straight drive. Taken down by Assad Brown. Where FSU got a fumble recovery on the last drive. They got overturned. Would have gotten the ball near plus territory. Now they are in plus territory. And they'll get some good yardage there as Castellanos is going to get 6. Keeping himself on the read. That's good logic for LSU UConn. I mean, LSU's going to be a darn good team this year. It's usually the same players every year in that. 2 on the top of the string. Castellanos will send 6. Sideline shot, and that's a bad throw. Comeback route. Deuce Robinson was wide open. Oh, brought me so much joy. I could not deal with a Titans-Texans conference championship. I would have lost my mind. 3rd and 5. I'm going to say Saban's probably because it's my home state, though. That makes sense as to why you want them to win. Appreciate you being here, man. Appreciate you being here, Yogi. 3rd and 5. 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Castellanos. Whistle is blown before the snap. I think a timeout is called by NC State. So they'll have 1 left. Yeah, you lose to Central Connecticut State, that is a bad sign. It's a really bad sign if you lose to them. That's a, oh no, what the heck are we getting ourselves into this season kind of loss. I know it was a guarantee game, it's not great. The Battle of the Oilers, yep. New Houston versus Old Houston. Third and 5. How about it was 2021 game? I mean, it was Urban Meyer's first game. I knew our defense was going to be awful that year. Trevor showed some flashes, but that game was really like, that was the moment like, oh yeah, this is going to be a long season. We all knew it was going to be a long season, but like we really knew after that. 3rd down. Fake the jet sweep. Castellanos going to keep himself, and he will get about 2. Harsh on the takedown to 38, and you figure you're going to go for it here. 4th and 3, a bit too far for a field goal. Not punting. 6.5 to go. They're going to leave the offense out there. 3 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Weinberg's long this year is 46. So they will go for it. They're going to send 4. Castellanos going to take off and run, and he's got it. Diving ahead to the 32 for a gain of 6 and a first down. Brought down by Fordham. Well, Texans beat the Jaguars in 0-2. 2 at the top, 2 inbound, back to his right. They're going to send 4. Castellanos. Pressured, stepping up. Going to take off and run to the edge. Has some space for the 25, and will wisely run out of bounds there. After picking up 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. Yep, tempo again. Using a lot of it this game. Long drive here, hand up the middle. That's a first down for Sawchuk. He'll get into the red zone at the 17-yard line. Taken down by Price. Another gain of 8. Again, this is a team that cannot stop the run. As of late. I do not like that, being played in hotel ballrooms. I do not like that. Hand off here to Sawchuk. Like, I don't get these tournaments that are just in the middle of, not middle of nowhere, but like, places where it just is not conducive to a good environment. Like the Boardwalk Battle that High Point's playing, there's like 10 people in the arena. Illegal formation is the call. 2nd and 10 or 1st and 15, they'll accept the penalty, make it 1st and 15. Right, they won the first match, and then the Texans won the second. So decision here to make it 1st and 15 or 2nd and 10. They'll make it 1st and 15. Ball at the 22-yard line. Illegal formation is the call. That play's blown dead. Got some movement on FSU. Back-to-back penalties. False start. It's the last thing you want if you're Florida State. You're running the ball very well, but now 1st and 20. You're behind schedule. Tough to run when it's 1st and 20. You need to average about 3 yards a play. It's a lot easier to run the ball than it is if you need to average about 7 yards per play. But that was his final year as head coach. Yep, after a 6 and 10 season. Got a little cha-cha-cha action. There you go. There you go. Castellanos back to his right. 4:30 to go. They'll give it to the side. They'll get some yardage back to the 19-yard line. It's Williams. He gets 2nd and 12. So it's a lot harder to run. Not that you can't run. FSU committed to the ground game. Much like last time when they run the ball 46 times. Castellanos going to keep himself on the read option. He'll slide down after a gain of 2. Closest defender in the area was Brown. 3rd and 10. Again, I'm on this drive. Castellanos is going to probably throw the ball here, so we could. 15-play drive, 14 runs. 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Drive to start inside their own 15. Back to his right. Castellanos, as they send 6. He'll throw. Comeback route in. Caught at the 12. Boggs slides down for that one, but still 5 yards shy of the sticks. They went for it last time on 4th, but that was 4th and 3 at the 38. This is 4th and 5 at the 12. So a much easier field goal and a much longer distance. They will send Weinberg back out there. So 3 drives getting inside the NC State 25-yard line. Going to result in a max of 6 points. Oh, you're good, Ben. Yeah, you're good. Yeah, I know they split. I don't remember like the order, but I know they split. 4th down. Play clock's at 0. Play clock is at 0. I'm going to get this off. And worst ones in football history? Oh, I think it's... I mean, number 1's Hamlin. I think we can all agree on that. Number 1... Worst one in my football history is got to be Hamlin. I would say Theismann and Shazier are probably 2-3. It's Probably put Shazier at 3. Theismann 2, and then Hamlin 1. You can also say looking awfully good this year. I'm impressed by the turnaround after how bad they were last year. I'm really impressed by the turnaround. I gotta give them a lot of credit. 35-yard try now. If you're backing up 5 yards with a delay of game penalty, will it matter? It will matter, as it's no good. Wide right. The 5 yards might have made a difference. You get a delay of game, back it up 5 yards, and the kick by Weinberg misses wide right. It stayed right and never hooked back in. NC State gets to the 20-yard line. A 16-play drive. 7.5 minutes off the clock, and FSU gets nothing out of it. They missed it. 35 yards. More lasting harm? Yes, he did. I don't believe it. 200 yards of offense on the first 3 drives. They have 3 points to show for it. Handoff up the middle. Smothers. Down to the 22. Taken down by Jackson. Wait, Kennesaw go bowling, I believe. Right, Dillon, Missouri State can. Yeah, Kennesaw's bowl eligible. Yeah. They're bowl eligible. 2nd and 8. 3 at the top, 1 the bottom, back to his right. Again to Smothers. Bouncing outside. Breaks 2 tackles. Can't break a third. Brought down at the 26 by Barker. That'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. Brings up 3rd and 4. Now we got a flag on the play. We're going to get holding on NC State. So back it up instead of 3rd and 4. Make it 2nd and 18. First flag of the day on the Wolfpack. A bad time to get it. Yep, he's grabbing the shoulder pad. Good call. Good call there. They're getting a peek on that one. And you figure if it was 3rd and 4, you have a chance to get the first down and kill all the clock, not give FSU the ball back. But now FSU's got a really good chance to get it back. Why FSU is NC State? It's the only game on right now. It's the only game on. That's why. 2 the top, 1 the bottom. Handoff on 2nd and 15. Smothers will get 2. That's it. Jaden Jones on the stop. 3rd and 13. We head to the 2-minute timeout. Let me see if there's anyone we could rate at the half. Let me check. 3 a.m. tomorrow? Yes. I'm going to Jaguars Cardinals, yes. 3 a.m. tomorrow. We're going to be live for the Oklahoma game, the Oregon USC game, and we're going to be live for one of the games on the side of the screen, whichever game is the highest donation total. And every donation counts as triple. So 5 counts as 15, 10 counts as 30, 1 counts as 3. You get the idea. It is neck and neck. As it stands, Cal Stanford is the one we're doing. Let's see if we can rate anyone at the half. It's not a bot. Find a guy that's not a bot account. Someone's got to be doing this game. Come on. Someone's got to be doing this. Really? No one's doing this game. I'm the only one. Are you kidding me? Am I the only one doing this game? Okay. There's one other person doing it, but they've got like 800 watching already. It's an FSU channel. So let's see, who can we raid? Take a situation. I thought Juju was very mature. I thought he was extremely mature. I mean, so ESPN sometimes sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. It depends. Depends on the situation. Like for the BYU game, it was very good. The BYU game was a very popular stream. Who should we raid? Okay. Let's see. I got the bot. No one's doing that. Only like 10? It's a lot of long drives. It's a lot of very long drives. And then they're just not capitalizing. That's what it comes down to. Oh my, how many bots? They're just coming in. All right. What we could do... I have an idea instead. I have an idea for the half. I have an idea. That's what we're going to do. I have an idea. Look like our jokes. I remember those. Third down. Bailey, pressured in his own end zone. Throws off his back foot incomplete, looking for Smothers. 4th and 13. So a quick 3-and-out. FSU's going to get it back with good field position and a timeout to work with. And a chance to double dip. NC State got the ball to start this game. Kane on to punt for the 3rd time today. First 3-and-out forced by either side. First drive that did not end in plus territory. Not have any plays in plus territory, I should say. Kane's punts a shorty. Fair catch called for at the 47-yard line. Just 36 yards. All net at least, but FSU starting at the 47. I didn't see the Wake Forest buzzer. I did not see that. So the Notre Dame USC finish. I didn't. And for women's, so I didn't see the Wake Forest buzzer. So first down here for Castellanos. Chance of double dip here. The Jags logo? I don't know if he did one on the Jags logo. He might have. No, Akron's done. Their season's over. Akron's at 5-7. They've played 12 games. Their season is over already. It's weird. Like, they technically did not have a bye week. So they ended their season like last week. Castellanos, they'll send 4. We'll go to the sideline. That's picked off. Incomplete. Marshall had it in his hands. Would have been his second pick of the day. He's been a menace today. I don't know how he dropped this ball. It's a horrible throw to Deuce Robinson. Oh, that was in his chest. I don't know how he didn't pick that ball off. It was right in Marshall's hands. Would have been a huge interception for the Wolfpack. Instead, it's going to fall harmlessly to the ground. Crisis averted for the moment. They're going to send 4. Castellanos. Clean pocket, drag route. Caught by Pittman. He'll be brought down to 48. That was almost a yoink. 3rd and 5. Made by Justin Bieber? I've never heard that song in my life. 2 to the top, 2 to the bottom. They're going to send 4. Castellanos stepping up, going to try and take off and run, and swarmed. Vic on the stop. 4th and 4. And baby, I mean, that was like the song when I was in middle school. No, Florida State hasn't. But 4th and 4, they're going to punt away, and NC State is not taking a timeout. I can understand why. I actually do understand the logic here. You figure, okay, we're just going to take it into the half. I do get the logic here, not taking a timeout. If it's 4th and 10, I would take a timeout. 4th and 4, I do get the logic. Because if FSU goes for it, they get 3. You're going to be up 7-3 at the half. I get the logic there. Somebody got off. Wow. Wow. And that is not a dumb decision. I do get the logic there. Not taking a timeout. Because there's a chance FSU would go for it if they get it. Then they're in field goal range. You're fine just going into the half. 7-3 your score. I'm assuming they're just going to run the ball here. Maybe take a knee. Both offenses going 3 and out their last 2 drives. You figure this will just be a run or a kneel down. With 1 timeout, 42 seconds at the 10-yard line. You know, Baby's a great song. I think that might be like my favorite song by Justin Bieber. They're going to line up to try something here. 1 top, 2 at the bottom. Yeah, they're throwing. Bailey pump fakes. Going to take off and run to the 15. And he'll get the first down at the 19-yard line. Ball shot half FSU. So I guess the idea here for NC State is we have a timeout. Florida State has 1. So if you try a shot on the first half, it doesn't work. You just go into the half. Bailey, they'll go again. Second read. Drag route. Caught for a gain of 6. And we'll see if they press their luck. Keenan Jackson on the grab. They will. They're going to call timeout. There's not a lot you can do in this spot with 19 seconds left at the 25-yard line. You're wondering, for NC State, if you're talking about kicking, longest kick this year is 38 yards. They've not made a field goal of 40-plus this year, so you got to get in the red zone to have a realistic shot at making a field goal. You're at your own 25 with no timeouts. I might just go into the half. I might just be like, you know what? We got the lead. There's not much you can do. You need to get about 50 yards in 19 seconds with no timeouts just to do something. We're seeing about final appearance ever? No, that'll always go to the Bulls. The Bulls after Jordan retired. And that's incomplete. Looking on the comeback route for Anderson. Now, the problem here is that if you got to stop your FSU, you can call timeout. Potentially get the ball back. Right now, it's no longer overplayed, yeah. Now, the worst team after a finals appearance will be the 98-99 Bulls. They were last for years after Jordan retired. That team was blown up to shreds. I think the team won like more than 20 games for like 5 years in a row. Bailey, pump fake. Caught over the middle of the field. Stops the clock for the moment. Gain of 5. But again, 11 seconds left. I don't know what you can do here. Bailey's going to spike it on first. Brings up 2nd and 10 with 9 seconds left. Because you have time to get 15 yards and a Hail Mary. Only 49-45? Ooh. Got a lot closer than I expected. What, a 5-point first quarter? Got a lot closer than I expected. Second down. One at the top, 2 at the bottom. They're going to send 4. Bailey. His back foot to the sideline on the corner route, incomplete. 3 seconds left, and now I think you just... There's not much you can do. Field goal's your best bet. Now you're on the 30-yard line. Probably if their longest field goal this season's been... Longest field goal this season's been 38 yards. Right, your own 30. I don't think you try anything here. I don't think you can try anything. I wouldn't take any chances here. 3 seconds left of your own 30. Unless you're just going to call a draw play. And they will call a draw play. Smothers to the 35 and will break a tackle to 40. Taken down to 45. There is a flag on the play. There is a flag on the play. So be holding on the offense, and FSU will decline it. One of the rare times you decline a penalty after giving up a first down. Take us to the half. FSU will get it to start. Low-scoring affair. We've seen a lot of yards. 7-3. Your score. I'll put a poll up. And because we're not doing OT tonight, I'll do a modified OT here. Here's a video for dumb decisions. I mean, tier 1 is like Sam Weish, Mario Cristobal, Matt Eberflus. Tier 1 is you literally have the game won. And then you do something stupid. Tier 1 is literally 100% win probability. And you just freeze. I'll do OT. Why not? We'll do OT for the halftime break. So, same rules apply if you've been here before. If you've never been here before, how it works, same donation, audio, video, ChatGPT request, sport quizzes, what if sports. $5 for ChatGPT, $2 for an audio, or a video under 5 minutes. We'll also do $5 for a Sporkle quiz or what if sports simulation. That's $2. So you see what it takes to get into the keyword halftime here. And the half off song was Heartbreaker by Pat Benatar. So I'll just stay on. Yeah, why not? Your Sabres 9-3 on that one. Holy cow. Giving flashbacks to Broncos Raiders. Yeah, but this game is way better played. This game is a way better game in terms of playing. Oh, it's not a boring game. It's funny. This game has actually, like, got a lot of yards. A lot of yards this game. So we're at halftime right now, so we'll just do a halftime overtime because why the heck not? Why not? I'm feeling myself. Why not? You asked for the Bears Black Friday and the Black Money. Yes, it did. Funny, it probably wouldn't have too. All you had to do was like say I messed up. But the fact they tripled down it was just insanity. How was a close game boring? I mean, like Bears Seahawks last year was a close game, but that was boring. If it's a lot of punts, a lot of drop passes, a lot of penalties, that can be pretty boring. This one's not been. This one's been a good game. This one's been a very good game so far, actually. And you see what takes to get into the queue? You want a request? We will do just that. Three games tomorrow as well. Oklahoma, Mizzou. Oregon, USC. And one of the games on the left side of the screen, which right now would be Cal, Stanford. As things stand. Cal, Stanford would be the game if these results and you make the call hold. Yeah, Bulls and Blackhawks, that's high to both. Yep, I don't blame you. I mean, you had a bet on that one, yeah. I mean, yeah, the bet makes it, yeah, I could see that. Left alone, Michael with a tour. Appreciate you, man. And then Connor with a tour. King Skunk. You want the game. All right, perfect. All right, left alone. Blink 182. Let's do it. And King Skunk. Put a vote up eventually for that. Everything counts as singled if it's during OT. And then Rabbit Hole, Michael with another 2. Appreciate you, man. How much longer do you think Charlotte's kicked out of the American? I don't think you're going to kick a team out of the conference. I don't think that's going to happen. With alignment nowadays, I don't think it's going to happen. With how crazy alignment is at this point, I don't think people are in the business of kicking people out. I'll put Michael's 4 to a vote. I got that, Dex. Yeah, 4-chord song, yep. There are a lot of 4-chord songs on this album. A lot of 4-chord songs. This sounds nothing like a Blink album. Like vocally, musically, this sounds nothing like Blink. Why don't you give us a bet? Oh, wow. Them like the Super Bowl? I love sports before I got into betting. Not that I do a whole lot of betting anymore. Not as much worse. Oh boy. And there's some good songs in the sound, but it's like this sounds nothing like Blink. Like nothing like Blink at all. The Bulls different? Okay, that makes sense. Like just like regular season, I get that. A lot of woes on this album too. A lot of woes. Versus Saint Anger the 9. Oh, it's that bad? What about Lulu? Is it better than Lulu at least? That could be attributed to mapping in place of time. That would make sense. I feel like a very different direction for the band. No, okay, that's good at least. Okay. Okay. Because Lulu was just an abomination of an album. You see what it takes to get into the queue? We're at halftime right now of this game. It's 7-3 NC State. FSU gets the ball start. All right, we'll do the next Blink song first. So we go back to back on that. Okay, Rabbit Hole. It's worse than Lulu? No. Okay, Rabbit Hole sounds like Blink. Rabbit Hole sounds like Blink. Until the chorus. Quote, Alkaline Trio song like Chabot. I did so more aggressive with hooks from. Oh, God. You think Norvell's gone? I don't know. I think it'd be the right move to get rid of Norvell. Oh, it was a Blink out. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. Okay. No, but someone said that buzzer beater was insane. Let me check it out. Hang on. I gotta check the buzzer beater. Let me see Wake Forest and how they won. Oh, that's a great play. Oh, that pass. The second pass, too, in midair. The touch pass. I mean, that was beautiful. That with wrist makes more sense. Oh, no. Oh, no. I'm terrified. You're telling me that? I don't know. We're at halftime right now. So we're just messing around on stream. About 10 minutes to go before we start the second half. Yeah, another woe on this one. Yep. So many woes on this album. His hooks. It's crazy. Alright, King Skunk. I don't know what the heck this is. What on it? Is this a King Tut parody? Yep. What on earth? The board's up at Penn State? There's no chance. No chance. Choreography's good, at least. They're in rhythm. I'm actually surprised to like stay in a rhythm. Yeah, I think they're just using him as leverage. Just using him as a leverage to get a bigger contract. There's no way he's actually gonna leave. So Boy Scout guy went through his skunk as mascot. Oh my god. I was gonna say this is just a King Tut parody from SNL. Where Pop the Punk? Ooh. That was weird. I like it. We're doing it for that. We're at halftime. There's no one to raid, and we're at halftime. I'm probably not doing OTF for the game, so I was like, you know what? Why not? But we got 8 minutes to go until we start the second half. If you like what we see, folks, hit the like button, subscribe. My room have a poop corner. It does not, but I do have a bathroom where it's like 5 feet from the office. So, when you gotta go, you gotta go. When Caroline wins mine up, the problems are inconsistent as hell. Yes, they are. You are not wrong. We have never done a Panthers game on Prime on stream since the theme song. So I have to create all new banners and all new songs for the Panthers, which is going to be very interesting. Yeah, I can't figure out the Panthers. I don't know whether Bryce Young's going to go for 400 or go for 100. You never know. And see what it takes to get into the queue. We're just doing overtime now. We got 7 minutes to go before we start the second half. Two Panthers 7 hour fan, unfortunately. Yep. Oh, we're going to do the game. We're doing the Panthers game. We do all the primetime games. So we're going to be live for Panthers Niners. I'm excited for that one. What theme song I'm talking about? I don't know yet. I actually don't know yet. I don't know. I'm guessing Carolina Mime. Maybe something Luke Combs. I don't know yet. I haven't made a theme song in like a year. So I gotta remember how to do it. Let me see something. You know, the Tetra song is boom, 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 bang, bang, bang. We're not doing that. I have Florida State money line. I like it. They're moving the ball down the field. I think they're stopping NC State. Problem is they're just not finishing. I think NC State. I think Florida State could easily win this one. Minus 138. Sweet Carolina win their home games. I feel more Boston with that. I feel more Boston Red Sox. That's about Selks. Wow. No, it's sorry for the Panthers-Niners game. Heads Carolina, tails California actually might work. That makes a lot of sense for that. Flare summon? No, we're at halftime. I don't think we're doing OT tonight, so yeah, my alarm right now is minus 130. I know Luke Combs is a Panthers. Part of me does want to do. Probably wants to do like Beer Never Broke My Heart, but I don't know about that. I'll figure something out for the Panthers. Want to do OT now? Yep, exactly. Okay, wait. The Panthers have a fight song. Hang on. Is it any good? They have a fight song? What? That song is dust. The Panthers guy singing the Panthers theme song? Oh no. It's like the Colts theme song? Or the Keep Pound. Yep, I know that one. It's not official drop the link. Alright. I know the stand. Yeah. I didn't know they had a fight song. They barely use it. Yeah. It sounds very old school. For a team from 1995, that sounds like a 50s song. Yeah, stand and cheer. Do I want to go stand and cheer on that one? Hope the Bears win. Yeah, Yuke's on the way out, according to Rossini. Granted, it's Rossini, so think of the grain of salt, but that relationship seemed like it was always being a bit tumultuous ever since the thing happened. Bargain tonight? I think so, yeah. I think so. The band I like is playing down there, so. But they're not playing tomorrow, so we should be good tomorrow. Which will be nice. I got the bot. We got about 2 minutes left before we start the second half. So I'll take OT off. Wizards Pacer next Friday. Oh, God, that's a tank bowl. That's a tank bowl. All right, so we'll cut off OT at this point just because there is about 90 seconds to go before we start the second half here. If you vote on that poll, anything wins to want to give you a like, we see folks, hit the like button, subscribe to this episode, tell the channel to try to grow this community even more. All right, I'll figure something out with the Panthers. Scheme 5 the I would be furious if that happened. I would be livid. What's happening against my team? If Halsey was doing it against the D-backs, I would love that. St. Thomas to Northern Colorado. Yes, they did. Oh, search for the D-backs? I would hate that then. I would lose my mind. Yeah, a lot of people confuse it, but I get in Colorado. It's like UT. You don't know Tennessee or Texas. Which one are you talking about? Or USC, same thing. USC, South Carolina. Which one are you talking about? All right. We're going to start the third. 68% of you think NC State holds on to this 4-point lead. That whole division, yeah, not great. And here we go. So we'll start the second half. Nick going to kick off, and here we go. 30 minutes down, 30 more to go to determine who is going bowling this year. Goes to the end zone for a touchback. And FSU will start this drive at the 25. They got into plus territory on every drive in that first half. Only 3 points to show for it, though. Over 200 yards of offense and just 3 points in 4 drives. About 50 yards per drive. Burrow coming back means it might be less chance for Taylor. Yeah, because now there's no excuses. I could see that. I could see that, actually. I think the Bengals are too cheap to fire him. To the top, one bomb back to his right. It took forever to fire Marvin Lewis. Hand up the middle. It's Chroma. And he'll get down to the 31. Called a gain of 6. Harsh on the stop. Nets beat the Celtics. Oh my goodness. So it could be a trap game. I'm not sure there's such a thing as a trap game. I think for the Lions, you're coming off that loss. I don't think there's a trap game. You're playing for playoff lives. I don't think that's a thing. They'll go quick again. Give to the side. And brought down behind the line. There was a flag on the play. It's a loss of 1. Roydell Williams losing a yard. Darts out all season? No, he'll come back, I think, next week. Be holding on FSU. You figure instead of 3rd and 5, you're going to make it 2nd and 14. And they will do just that. Redo the down. Trap game was Eagles Giants? Yeah. Okay, so the division games are kind of weird like that. Second and 14. One of the top 3 of the bomb back to his left. Castellanos takes it. They're going to send 4. Second read not there, so going to take off and run. Trying to buy some time in the pocket, dancing around. Just throws that ball out of bounds. In the direction of his back, Williams. Castellanos has not been sharp throwing the ball. Looked good on the opening drive before the pick, and then ever since the pick, it has all been downhill. There beat Scholar safe. That'd be so funny. That would be hysterical. He was consistent, never scoring talent with this caliber at this level. That's true. Udor probably should stay out the year, but I don't think it does. Yeah, I'm with you. One top 2 of the bomb back to his left. Boggs in motion. They're going to send 4. Castellanos flushed out, escapes the sack, fires on the run, caught at the 25. Williams brought down the 29. Gets 9, but still about 6 yards shy of the sticks. Kenny on the stop, and it's a quick 3 and out. First time today, FSU does not cross the 50. On a drive, NC State defense has allowed 41 points per game the last 4 games, but they're holding their own as of late. So Mack on to punt. The punt here. Fielded at the 21. No fair catch called for. Is going to lose a yard. Maybe got back to the original spot. Either way. St. Paul, the 21-yard line. 49-yard punt. But the draft class during Lewis Stayers the past 2 years, Zach Taylor, we have 1 or 2 hits and then everyone else either inconsistent or bum. Yeah. The last 2 draft classes have not been good. We're not like Trevor Lester, you don't mess around with head injuries. No, you do not. No, you do not. Especially when your season is... Not everyone mess around with head injuries, but especially when it's a lost season. Ball the 20. For NC State, Bailey coming back on the field. One at the top, one at the bottom. First drive of the half. Smothers in the backfield to his left. Bailey takes it. They'll send 5. Second read. Fly route incomplete. Well overthrown. Anderson, the intended target. Bailey got hit on the throw. Anderson had a step. Had a step at the top of the route. Did his part. Bailey couldn't get there on time. If you have not done so already, hit that like button, subscribe. We are just 41 subs away from 69,000. Second and 10. One at the top, one bomb back to his right. Slam pass. That's caught and brought down the 29. Good shoestring tackle there after a gain of 8. Kirkland on the stop. Jackson on the grab. Your Arnold's concussion is pretty bad. I'm worried about Arnold. I loved him coming out of college. Guys, at least doing fun being here. See you on Monday. All good, Yogi. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you a ton. We're going to be live all day tomorrow. We're going to be live for Sunday football, and we will be live on Monday for, I think it's just the Monday Night Football game. Yeah, I think we'll just see Monday Night Football game. One of the bomb back to his left is Smothers. Bailey. Pump fake. Second read, not there. Going to take off and try and run for it, and he will lose a yard. The third time today, the NC State's been sacked on third down. Looks like a baseball score. Yes, it is. And they'll have to punt. Both offenses going 3 and out their last 2 drives, excluding NC State's final drive of the half. That Florida was going pretty relaxed. They're going to leave. They're going to punt, yeah. Now they're changing the formation. Will Wilson, the freshman quarterback, is out there. Wilson's going to snap it on 4th and 1, and he is going to get there. A gutsy decision. They line up in a punting formation. They use Will Wilson, the freshman backup quarterback, as the H-back. Catches FSU off guard. And they go for on 4th down their own 29. And they'll get the first. Will Wilson wills his way for a first down. Wilson only his 19th carry of the season. He's thrown 5 passes on the year. Catches him off guard. In a low-scoring game like this. They go for it again. Smothers gets 1 on the run. Bulls got pounds from 7 bucks. Whip miss. I think he's on the hot seat. I don't think he's gone, but I think he's on the hot seat. Second down. Smothers out to 60 yards on 5 yards of carry. 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom, back to his right. Takes a snap. They're going to send 3. Second read not there. Now third read going through his reads. Now rushing out. Bailey going to take off and run. Jukes upfield to the 44-yard line. Gain of 8. Third and 1. Appreciate all you guys tuning in. If you like my video, hit the like button, subscribe to this episode, tell the channel. First time head coach at some of the best this year, I would say probably Ben Johnson, followed by Liam Cohen. I mean, those are the top 2. Those are the only 2 really you can say. Third and 1. Wilson back out there, direct snap to the freshman quarterback. He gets the first with his legs to the 50-45 down to the 41. Will Wilson gets another first down, gain of 15, and they're in plus territory. On a drive that started at their own 15-yard line. UConn wins 72-69. Oh, man. It sounded like an amazing game. Killing some clock, driving down the field. Glenn's clearly the worst? Yes, Glenn would be the worst of the first-timers. Like, Pete Carroll's probably the worst if we're counting everyone. 1 top, 1 the bottom, but then if we're counting everyone, Freeball's been the best. Hand off to the side, that's going to get 2 down to the 39. 8-1-1 in November. That is impressive. He should be happy with Ben Johnson. Should be happy with him. He has done a very good job turning that team around. Long drive here for the Wolfpack. Over 4.5 minutes off the clock. Second 8 to 39. Empty backfield. 3 at the top, 2 at the bottom. 5 wide here. Bailey, they'll send 5. Slam pass. Diving grab. Nice job. Was not a great throw. Teddy Hoffman, the true freshman wideout, his first of the day. Keeps you on schedule. Maybe just week one with jitters. Yeah, maybe it was, because ever since then, he's been pretty good. He's been on best behavior since. It's funny how that worked out. 3rd and 2, the 3rd. I'm happy for him. I'm happy for the guy. If you lead him on that throw, he could go a long ways. Not a great throw. Too far out, but nice job by Hoffman. Dime for that ball at least. Keep him on schedule. 3rd down. Wilson again comes out there, and he'll fake the handoff to the side and get the first. They have no answers for this package with Wilson. So he fakes it out to Johnson. But injured player for the Wolfpack. Looks like that's Cody Hardy, the senior tight end who is down, and it is. Yeah, the crash managed poorly now. Yep. Pablo Torre. I did not. So I heard about it. I haven't listened to the podcast yet. I have not listened to the podcast yet, but I did see on Twitter. But I want to listen to it myself. I haven't heard it yet. The Harry Steelers will leave the Bears with 7-3, 7-3. That's true. Florida State chance against Florida. I like them. I like Florida State. I don't think Loudwood's that good. I think Florida has nothing to play for at this point. I think Florida State wins that game. Yeah, Ben Johnson grabs the ball as the schedule with Sever, so Ben Johnson sucks back on the menu. There you go. That would be good for Lions fans, I guess. The Raptors, 140 on the Wizards. Just fold your franchise at this point, Washington. Just fold your franchise. If you're losing by 30 to the Raptors, giving it 140 in regulation, jeez. Like we see, folks, hit the like button, subscribe, helps the channel a ton. Injured player, that's a stoppage here. Cody Hardy is down. 3 first down this drive for NC State off Will Wilson. QB draws. Package plays with the freshman quarterback. And FSU's got no answer for it. Just give it, where's the number 1 pick already? Yep. Put him out of their misery. I mean, I would think, just based on what I saw today, in terms of his just... In terms of his physicality, in terms of his size, in terms of how he moves, DeBonsa, I think, is the number 1 pick right now. 31-5, 1-2, and strong 16-20. A 15-15 double-double. Holy cow, that's impressive. And 7-3 score. NC State driving about 5 minutes off the clock on this drive. So looking to make a 2-score game. I should be back on the way in about 15 seconds. You take the W away from the Wizards' name? Yep. Yes, we do. Rename them the Bullets again. Just for the L's. So that they have 2 L's in their name. Ooh, who will win those awards? Ooh, alright. I'm going to go May, Taylor, Benito, Vrabel, Bailey, drag route, call the 25 to the 20 hurdle, and out of bounds right at the line to gain. See if they give it to him. Dante Daniels. Do you have a grill? I do not. Fair chance of Niners Jones versus Purdy? I would feel better, yes. I think with Purdy, I feel better about the Niners' chances than Jones. I think I'll go Schweisinger for Rookie of the Year defensively. Offensively, Rookie of the Year. What are the odds? They're actually getting the first down now. So mark at the 18-yard line, 2nd and 9. The problem is the dart injury. I'm going to go Tyler Warren. Comeback player will go Dak. His son's up at the half. Holy cow. One-Pay Man of the Year, I have no idea. 3 at the top of the screen. Bailey scribbles out. Fires on the run at the 10. Caught 5 and out of bounds right around there is Wesley Grimes. His first of the day, gain of 13. Play of the Year. I'm not sure the play of the year has even happened yet. Play of the year I don't think it's happened yet. Assistant of the Year, I don't know who's going to do that. A Protector of the Year. Oh. Fan of the Year, I have no clue. Protector of the Year, I'm going to go Quentin Nelson. To the bottom of the screen. Play action, Bailey. Flat's not there because he was being tugged. That's an easy holding call. All the flags flying there. There's a reason. It's a darn good reason why Justin Jolly couldn't break free. He was the primary guy in the flat. It's a darn good reason. Mugged in every direction. It's an easy call on FSU, and NC State is driving at the 2-yard line. As a result, Wilson's going to check in. Will Wilson, a freshman quarterback, 4 rushing touchdowns this season. You figure you have him try and get a 5th here. Not sure he's throwing this ball. He's only thrown 5 passes all season. I wish I were a tree. I get that. So Wilson out there. Going to keep himself on the QB power. Second effort not going to get there. Stonewalled by Stephon Thompson. And so 2nd and goal. And a flag flies well after the play is done. And I mean well after the play is done. How much are offense players locked up? I mean, Jamison could get to 2,000 yards. I mean, his offense player is not locked up for Taylor. He's got a good case, but JSN also has a very good case. Florida State actually 2-man man on the field. The only way they've stopped Wilson so far today is when they have more than 11. Donovan Jackson wouldn't hit that. 30 years since the first Toy Story was released. Great movie. Great movie. Jackson, I mean, I would not like that. But an offensive lineman could, like, I would not hate an offensive lineman winning it. Not Jackson. But not an offensive lineman winning the award. First and goal again, Wilson. I think the knee was down at the 1. I don't think he got in. He did not. 2nd and goal. Pro Bowl quarterbacks for AFC and NFC. Initial ballot? May, Mahomes, Allen. And then we'll go Stafford, Prescott, Hurts. That's my prediction. Can I tell her Jason right now? Like Jason, but Taylor's been unbelievable. I'm with you. But if he sets the receiving record, it's going to be tough. He has a 2,000, it's going to be tough. I have Taylor winning right now, though. I do have Taylor winning right now. Whistles blow. I think time was called with 4:38. Well, previous plays under review, that's why. I don't think he got in, but I'll put a poll up. Daniel Jones gets it over Allen. I'm not so sure. He's starting to cool off a little bit. Now, I think he could get as an alternate. I can't believe I have to drive all the work on center rank among Toy Story 2's funniest moments. Oh, man. I mean, there's so many good moments in that movie. That's up there. It's definitely up there. I think when Barbie and Ken meet for the first time. Saw 1, 3, and 4 in theaters. I also saw 2 on DVD. You didn't see 2 in theaters? That was the first movie I saw in theaters, was Toy Story 2. It's the very first one I saw in theaters. Great movie. The best of the Toy Story movies. Jason gets 2K and Taylor rushes 2K and breaks Sixers' record. Taylor. I would give it to Taylor at that point. Over Pro. Oh, over. Oh, I mean, I think one I'm just gonna be getting as an alternate, but yeah, I just think the market size with the Cowboys. Swords at 29. Wow. Yeah, calls upheld, and then doubled up for Olsen. Wow. Your delusional contest all recovered from losing. Oh, is it the dating tweet? Is it the dating tweet contest or the not? Is it the dating tweet? I'm gonna try that at the bar. I'll let you know how it goes. $100. I'll try that at the bar tonight. $100. I will try that and see how it goes. Man, what's it again? Oh God, Denver's up by 8.5. You wanted it. 8.5 minute drive. I will $100. I will try that at the bar. What Aubrey Huff is suggesting you do to pick up a girl. One bomb on the screen. Pack to his left. Wilson QB power in. Touchdown. Doesn't matter that they didn't call it a touchdown before. They'll get the touchdown. They're a 9-minute drive, and it's a 2-score game. So please donate 100. Oh, my God. Please. I will do that tonight. See how it goes for me. If you have no idea what I'm talking about or what Walkoff's talking about. Small says 5th rushing touchdown of the season. Aubrey Huff has a strategy to picking up women at the bar. That works 9 times out of 10, apparently. So 90% success rate, which is really good. Really good success rate. 14-3, Swords always for Michigan as it was in free throws. Oh, man. Oh, commercial break. Apparently this works 90% of the time. This is the strategy. Doing 50? Alright. This is the strategy. Apparently this works. Dating guru and alpha male Aubrey Huff. Walk up to the bar and stand next to her. Order your drink to the bartender. Look into her eyes and don't break contact until she does. Okay, so we're just creepy immediately. While looking into her soul. The shoe store method? Yeah, this is somehow worse than the shoe store method. Shout out to the bartender confidently. And please, my good sir, get this little temptress whatever she's drinking. Yeah, Ben C. Story. 14-3. I mean, we're off to a great start here. Introduce yourself in a seductive and deep, confident tone, which intrigues her sexually, proving you're a competent man, not having to ask for what he wants. Beautiful. What I miss, NC State scored a touchdown. All good, Nicholas. All good. Then make an offhand remark which should make 0 sense given the context. Or curiosity is now peaked. No, I'd be creeped out. $100. I'll let you know how this goes. If you donate 50, I'll take all the shots you want me to, JFK. If you donate 50, I will take just shot after shot. I'll do it. And basically, it gets even worse. I'm not going to read the second part, but it gets worse. I'm on with the Honorable Ole Miss Weekend Bowl. Texas beats 6 a.m. Who goes to SEC Championship? I have no idea. I don't know how the tiebreakers work in that. I actually have no clue. I'll drink the whole bottle? Yes, I will. Yep, I'll drink the whole bottle. 50, I'll drink the whole bottle. Do you have a Pro Bowls and Dex on ballot? It should be. Oh, the bounce not open yet. That's why. Bounce not open. Yeah, 100. Yeah, I'll do the whole bottle. Yep. And I love one of the comments said, my favorite part is, this always works too. Nope. Let alone everything else you said. Call me that. Well, next level angry. What a loser. You're a woman. I don't listen to what you say. Genius strategy. Yeah, I'm sure women love that. I'm sure women absolutely love that. God. Good job, Aubrey Huff. You're a model individual. I'll do the whole ball for Hundo. I will do it. I'll try to, at least. I'll do as much as I can of the whole bottle. And you get a fair... Yeah, I could do a fair amount for that. 14-3, kickoff here after a 9-minute drive. Field and the Ends are going to take this one out. And that is a mistake. Out at the 17-yard line. FSU struggling their last 2 drives offensively. Oh, Jesus Christ. Straight from the bottle. Oh, my God. Which team do you want, JFK? I appreciate you, man. Holy cow. We got a hundo. We got a hundo. Bottle hundo, Jack. Holy cow. Which game do you want to catch on the call for it? You basically decide the game at this point. You're going to decide the game. Which drink? Apple juice. Just apple juice. Let me get what I got. Hang on. Let me get what I got. Holy cow. Oh, man. Oh, my God, JFK. You're amazing. You are amazing. Win this game, Morgan? Yes. Cal Stanford for the agony. All right. OT? We're not doing OT. We're not doing overtime. Holy cow. You are amazing. Holy... I don't even know what to say, man. You guys have been insane as of late. Yeah, watch me throw them in real time, yep. Ayuk situation? Yeah, now it's going to break up with them. I think so. It was toxic the moment they signed that contract. It just has not worked out. It's time to move on for both parties. All right. Hang on, give me a second here. Holy cow. Starts at 8 for 14, 3 for 3 of them in the last 15 seconds. Holy cow. Yeah, I'm going to try my absolute best to get as many in. I mean, this is a big bottle. Like, it's like not like a... Okay. It is not like a... Getting as much as I can. Let me just do this from the kitchen. Hang on. Give me a second here, guys. Give me a second. The first one has to be from the kitchen. Just because I'm trying to get it on anything. Holy cow. Yeah, first support to be from the kitchen, and then we will get it. Yeah, because obviously I cannot finish this whole thing. That's like a big thing. Appreciate tuning in. Appreciate all you guys being here. Bama almost text when we have SC Chaos. I love it. I love it. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. All right. There we go. All right. Same as apple juice. I don't do shots. Like, I don't drink. So, apple juice shots are just the closest thing, I guess. How's it going, Taco? You bolstered by 40 home. It's not good. All right. There's one. Emma's always Oregon State cheese. I think that's brutality. I think that's brutality. All right. First down here for FSU. It's the kickoff of the 17. Throw on Twitter. I have this thing where sometimes 100 try to film myself trying to get women somewhere at the bar. First down. One top, one the bottom. Hand up the middle. That's going to get down to the 22 for Sawchuk. Gain of 5. But now for FSU, say you don't score this drive, you're built on running the ball. If you don't score this drive, time is on your side and you can't really run because you don't get the chunk plays. I'll do shot number 2. Hand off again. Sawchuk looking for some space, trying to bounce outside. Slow down, but stays on his feet and brought down at the 28-yard line by Brown. All right. We'll do one every commercial break. Yeah, I'm going to do that on the way to the bar. Every commercial break, I'll take one. We'll do that. Every commercial break from now until the end of this one, I'll take one. Play action. Castellanos going to throw for the first time this drive. Takes a deep shot. One-on-one. One-handed attempt. Incomplete. Looking for Robinson. And Robinson is down in some pain. Landed pretty awkwardly on his shoulder. So second down, and you lost McCoy earlier today. You lose Robinson. That's another huge loss to this FSU passing game. Robinson had 134 yards last time out. 6 catches for 134. The next closest player in receptions was Jalen Lucas with 2. Next closest player in receiving yards was Singleton with 16. Robinson does get on his feet, though, which is good to see. He jogs up on his own power. He just got the wind knocked out of him. So second down. Robinson's still looking for his first catch of the night. Yeah, I don't think it's getting close to 59. I don't think so, unless you get OT. 3 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Sawchuk to his left. They'll give it up the middle to Sawchuk for the third time this drive, and he'll get 5 down to the 34. Kenny on the stop. Yeah, we'll take a shot of apple juice every single commercial break. Part of the hundo. I can't thank you enough, man. JFK, that's incredible. You are amazing, man. You guys are awesome. You guys are just awesome. I don't even say anymore. I haven't said already. 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Back to his left. They're going to send 3 plus 2 spies. Castellanos, second read out there, going to take off and run. They had 2 spies. Not that it matters. Because the spies just stand still, and Castellanos just splits between them. For a gain of 11 and a first down. More chaos and Frozen. Oh, dun dun dun. I like it. Castellanos there has about as many passing yards as rushing yards. 2 minutes to go in the third. 3 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Pistol formation. Back to his left is Sawchuk. They'll give it to him for the 4th time. This drive, and he will get about 4. 2nd and 6. And you gotta get points on this drive because running the ball does not really get you chunk plays, and time's not on your side because as you stay up by 2 scores after a 9-minute drive, you have to play an offense you don't really want to play. 3 at the top of the screen. They're going to send 5. Castellanos, hit as he throws, going deep, incomplete. That's Robinson. The good news is that he's back in the game. The bad news for FSU is that that pass, just like everything else that's gone to Robinson, 5 targets, no catches. So you're almost like only first half. That makes sense. Easter or Independence Day. I'm an Independence Day guy. I like both, obviously. I think Independence Day you spend a lot of time with friends on that. I mean, just the camaraderie, like everyone being together. So I prefer that holiday just for that reason. 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. I completely get for religious reasons. I completely get that. Castellanos. Broken up. Going for Robinson. An imperfect 0 for 6 targeting him today. And it's Marshall once again. Reading Castellanos like a book. His 5th, count him, 5th pass breakup of the day, plus an interception. And FSU, I would say Independence Day. He's going to go for it. 3 at the top of the screen. They're going to go. Castellanos, deep shot. Nowhere home. Closer to Charlotte than it was to the field in Raleigh. Castellanos airmails that one. You got so drunk I fell asleep in our friend's car. Holy cow. Matt or Jackson? Which one do I prefer? I prefer Matt Holliday. I prefer Matt. Turnover on downs. NC State with a golden opportunity here with a great field position. Do you want all the fireworks going off until 3 in the morning? I don't blame you there. That one I don't blame you. Drew, Justin, or Aaron? I think Drew Holiday. And Georgia up at 8 on Xavier. Drinking margaritas tonight? Nice. It's that kind of night. Ball midfield. 2 at the top. 1 at the bottom. Back to his right is Smothers. Last time I saved the ball, they went on a 9-minute drive. This one's going to start off with a gain of 4, maybe 5. As Smothers gets brought down by Thompson at the 46-yard line. On the rocks. Ooh. And once we get to commercial break, I'll take another shot of apple juice. They'll go quick to the line. I'll snap it quick. Smothers down to the 42. Bring us up 3rd and 2. Now, if you get a first down here, once you get the first, if you do get it, I think it's 4-down territory. You have to center first. That's good. Oh, straight from the bottle. Oof, that's rough. If you get the first here, and they're gonna take Bailey out, put Wilson in, so you know what's coming. We love apple juice. Yep. 90 million for Kiffin. Yep. It's gonna be a bidding war. I don't know where he's leaning. It's a 3-horse race, and nothing would shock me. Wilson gonna keep himself on the QB power, and he's got the first. Down to the 39. 25 million for NIL. Oof. First down for NC State. They can kill some clock. I'm not saying play conservative, but I am saying take time off the clock. You're running it well. Put a pole up. Did drive? That's good at least. As long as they didn't drive. Trying to see how it was New Year's Eve. That was 2 years ago. Got to point P. We know further. You know, it's better than most. Ayuk has not been released yet, but he's probably going to be. They're heading for a divorce. Was the wording by Rossini. Remember we thought FSU was going to be good? Yeah, I remember. And I was never crazy about Castellanos. So what games I stream tomorrow? We are doing the Oklahoma game against Missouri. We are doing Oregon against USC. And we are doing, barring anything insane with donations, Cal Stanford. I saw the Notre Dame game. I did see that. So that was on ESPN before this one. Crazy finish. That shot with 1.3 off balance. It was good defense, too. Just better offense. Then I will sing Baylor, yes. Sam Jose been the most fun to ever return the Super Bowl? I would assume so. .423 Purdue. Oof. There we go. All right, if you like my Steve, click like button, subscribe to this episode on the channel. Try and grow this community even more. Yeah, it's gonna be. Yeah, it's not worked out. That's one of the worst second contracts ever. So his friends are probably coming up for New Year's Eve again. I don't know for sure. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing for New Year's Eve yet. I know I'll be here. I have no clue what I'm doing. I know I'm gonna be streaming a game. Regret nothing. Yep. No, that was good. I appreciate you, man. Hungry after New Year's Eve, too many same people out there? Yep. I feel that. I just watched the fireworks from my apartment. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, though. Wait, no, I can't blame him for paying him. No, I can't blame him for paying him. It just didn't work out. But it was the right call to pay him. Just obviously did not even come close to working out. You feel like Sir, I imagine JFK Buffalo have non-stop flights? Yes, they will. You just go out now. I'm too old to carry you out. You know what I'm going to do yet? I don't know. I'll be streaming the playoff game that day. And then after that, I don't know. He apparently goes to the team. I did see that. That's being childish. That's so childish on his part. He's not helping his case, too, which is insane. Like, if he goes to the team, like, now you're a head case. It's like speed running his way out of the NFL. Because receivers are a dime a dozen. He's not good enough to be a diva. Nowhere close to be good enough to be a diva. Like that. Kentucky Louisville women's basketball. Yep, that rivalry was always fun. Doesn't matter what sport is, that rivalry is always fun. $14-3. First down for the Wolfpack. And if you make it a 3-score game, you're in a pretty good spot, all things considered. You're really going to have a fast rate. He doesn't have to get a real job. He's made millions. He'll never have to get a real job. And Mr. Hundo, yes. JFK donating Hundo so I could just drink an apple juice shot every commercial break. Which is going to take a toll on my body, but that's fine. Gain of 2 on the run, 2nd and 8. Ball to 35. Mr. Saints for trouble. Yep. Well, Timberwolves have come back on the Suns. It's now a 1-point game over there. Pump fake. Bailey swings it out. Caught behind the line and will be brought out of bounds right at the line. Maybe lost a yard. Keenan Jackson on the grab. And when Joseph takes him out. I try to pick him up off the bar. I'll let you know how that goes. Using the Aubrey Huff method. The Dennis system is literally a better method than the Aubrey Huff method at this point. He beat Bulls 143-1, so jeez. Drink apple juice? Because I don't, like, drink. So I guess it's, like, sort of shots. I was looking somewhat competent. Compared to where they were at the start of the season. And so going to take a timeout as the play clock's winding down. They'll have 2 left. Brings up 3rd and 9. You gotta love the Dennis system. Gotta love it. All right, commercial break. So, you know what that means. We had Edward 40 hands for a second. Oh, jeez. Why do you go to Stevens the playoffs as of now? Yeah, that dude is. I don't get the minds of half the players in the NFL. There's a lot of people where I don't understand where they're coming from. There's a lot of people where I'm like, what more do you want? All right. You want to separate entirely face with Jalen Hurts and AJ Brown? 14-3. I didn't think it was, but that was good. I can respect it. So 3rd and 9 when we get back. About a minute to go before we resume play here at Carter Finley. Just receivers that do their job. I love receivers that just do their job and just happen to be on a team. Yeah, they just want a first star. I think you're right on that one, Dexy. And plus, there was an opening there after Clayton graduated, so. Picked up a real friend on high school post. Nice. I can respect it. I can respect it. Cool. The tiebreaker says Alabama's easiest pass to beat Auburn, either Texas beats A&M or Mississippi State beats Ole Miss. Ooh. That's going to be tough. Third down. 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom, back to his right. Grimes in motion. Bailey will snap it. They'll send 4. Pressured. And he will go down for the 4th time today on 3rd down. Mandrell Desir. Loss of 14. Now you're going to have to punt. Usam Kleinko, will I get it done on time? I believe in you. I believe in you. 4th and 23. They're going to punt the ball away. You figured you got points on the drive, kill some time off the clock. Pretty much have this game won, but now, sack for the 4th time on 3rd down. And Caden's going to punt this one off. Well, Farrah caught at the 13-yard line, so about 37 yards on the punt. White makes the fair catch. Now FSU has it down by 11. Inside their own 20. And Deuce Robinson, nothing doing today. They're showing on the screen. 6 targets, no catches, after having nearly 1,000 yards receiving so far already this season. The effects of that movie are great. The effects on that movie are really well done. And a lot of the practical effects hold up better than special effects. Because practical effects, they never age. 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Castellanos misses the last 3 throws the last drive. So we're going to start off with a run here. Well, we got 3. It's Williams to the 17-yard line. 2nd and 7. If you like what you see, folks, hit the like button, subscribe to this episode, tell the channel, try to go to this community even more. Empty backfield here for Castellanos. Now to his left goes Williams. Castellanos. Double pump, caught, and will be close to the sticks. It is Robinson for the first time today. Finally, after 6 targets with no catches, finally gets a grab. Pushed out right at the line to gain. They're going to give it to him at the 24. Purdue 49-26. Man. They can never trust Purdue in the tournament, but they're looking awfully good right now. 2 at the bottom of the screen, back to his right. So palm a bit. Oh, man, that's awful. That sucks when it's on the bed like that. Play action. Castellanos has time. Fires deep downfield. Flag for PI. Robinson, it was underthrown. We'll draw the PI. So Robinson took a shot before he had any chance to come back for that ball. 4th and 2 for zone 39, down 37-32. I didn't hate that decision. I didn't hate it. It's not the worst thing I've seen. Had one-on-one coverage there. I thought it was going to be a lot better, but at least you are able to draw the PI. A strong route there by Robinson. Ball to 39. 3 at the bottom, 2 at the top. Chroma to his left. They'll give it to him. He will get, and we'll say 3. Taken down by Isaiah Shirley. 2nd and 7. Back to his right again, Chroma. They go quick. They're going to send 6. Castellanos flushed out, fires on the run, wobbly throw but caught at the 48. And that'll be a first down at the 49-yard line for Boggs. Only had 6 catches entering this game, but has had to play a lot with McCoy out early with that concussion. Remember the new draft lottery rules? I think so, yes. Yeah, I think the fact that a play-in team can get the lottery pick is insane. The first pick. Check down to Chroma. That's going to get 3 to the 45-yard line. You know, always fine with that, yeah. That's one of those you can do either one. Yeah, that's one of those I'm fine going either way on that one. 2 at the top. Fake the toss, Chroma. Now they will toss it in. It's a late toss. Castellanos, I don't know what he's doing. Speed option play, and I don't know what he was doing with that late pitch. Wouldn't have made any difference in yardage. The only bad things can happen if you toss that ball like that. I guess it's a speed option, but if it didn't miss out on Wemby, that would have, yeah. No, with Wemby, I don't know. The Pistons would be insanely good. 3rd and 6. Back to his right. 4 down territory. They're going to send 6. Castellanos. Deep shot. Robinson. In the bucket. To the 10-yard line. Gets by Marshall. Tight coverage, but a 35-yard grab. Best throw by Castellanos so far today. Just drop it in the bucket. Over the shoulder. And Deuce Robinson, and no catches entering this drive. But finally getting into a rhythm. Castellanos gives it off. It's going to be a loss of 2. Williams stopped behind the line. Sloan. 2nd and goal. Armstead Bruce semi-guards and Florida doesn't. I mean, Clayton got drafted, so... I mean... I don't know about that. Right, Cade looks like a star. 9 minutes to go. Castellanos. 2 at the top. I go for 2. You have to go for 2. They'll send 3. Castellanos. All day to throw. Going to take off and run. And he'll get down to the 8. Nothing open down the field. Just takes off and runs. Harsh on the stop. 3rd and goal. This is easy. If you... It's not 4 down territory, but if you do score a touchdown, you have to go for 2. Okay, cut him for MVP. I think it's Jokic right now. I would go Jokic. Kevin's got a good case, though. Third down. One of the top 3 at the bottom. Back to his right. Castellanos. Slam pass. Tight window. And caught. Touchdown. The Deuce is loose. His 3rd grab on the drive. Deuce Robinson is 6th touchdown of the season. A team high 6 receiving touchdowns. I've not seen that video, JP. You figure he'll leave the offense out there to go for 2. Just a simple slam pass. Brian Elson can't step up in time. And FSU a monster 86-yard drive to make it a 1-score game. Obviously, offense staying out there. I think they do, Kevin. I think that's why. And it doesn't make sense. It's case by case. They're going to send 3. Castellanos. Pump fake. Now he's going to look at... Reset his feet. Dancing around. Fires off his back foot. Wide open. Improvising. Caught. Touchdown. 2-point conversion, I should say. Boggs. 14-11. What happened? Oh, God. Long pants, sweatpants. It's been a while. It's been a while. 14-11. Castellanos off his back foot with a man in his face. Harsh crashing down on him. And just like that, we got a brand new ball game. 8.5 to go. 14-11. All right. Time for a shot. Huge drive there for the Seminoles. Castellanos, some big throws on that one. The slam pass on third, the drop in the bucket of Robinson for 35, and a 2-point conversion to make it a field goal game. And that's what I was saying about this team, is that they are moving the ball down the field, they're just not capitalizing. Finally, they capitalize. NFC plus 330, praying for a miracle. Well, that's a start. If he's your Joker and Luka? Right now, yeah. All right. All right. Put the bottle away because that was the last one. Hang on, excuse me a second. All right. For some perspective, I got about this much left, so. They're very clear room for Colorado State. That does not surprise me. Mountain West Network, room for Mountain West team. That does not, it shouldn't be that way, but that does not surprise me. Pirate software? I have not. It rings a bell, but I don't know too much about it. At 14-11. If you like what you see, hit that like button, subscribe. As you see, it's Belichick and NC in their finale. Who I got? Ooh. You know, North Carolina's playing a little bit better as of late. I'm going to take you and say, yeah, Walker, Harrison, and Thomas out for the Jaguars. Which is rough. Very rough. $14-11. Ball going back to NC State. Kickoff. End zone touchback. Ball to 25. $14-11. Can NC State respond? They had a really good chance. They were past midfield, third and medium, take a sack. And then Florida State goes on a long drive. Can we bounce back here? Bailey fakes the throw of the flat. Now goes second read across his body. It's caught. It's Anderson. Had the touchdown earlier. Gain at 12. That's a first down. They're saying we were in front of Colorado State. Jeez. It's one thing you don't do. It's like rule number 1. Gain at 12. 2 on the top, 2 on the bottom, back to his right. They're going to send 4. Slam pass, and that's caught once again by Anderson. This one for a gain of 3. I'm a bit surprised, though, by NC State. They set that with 18 on the play clock. And I get that the game is not over by any means. It's a 3-point game with 8 minutes left. But you would think here you want to take some time off the clock. Not play conservative, but no reason to snap it with 18 on the play clock. But we'll keep a running tally of how much time NC State's leaving on the clock. Just in terms of play clock. A snap it with 10, so it's 28 seconds. Drag route. One-handed grab by Anderson. His third of the drive to the 45-yard line. Not a great throw, but Anderson bails his quarterback out. 3rd and 2. They've 28 seconds they've left on the clock. This time they're going to slow it down a little bit. They bring the heavy package here. They will bring in Wilson. You worry about slipping if I cover 2 my favorite? Yep. So I know the Jaguar games too. Wilson. He has not thrown a pass yet. Won't throw one here. Just going to take it up the middle himself to the 47-yard line for a first down. You know what's coming and you can't stop it. Mark at the 46, actually. Either way, 6 minutes to go. The true freshman quarterback has done everything he's been asked to do in this package. Bailey back out there. 6 minutes to go. And no OT tonight. 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Back to his left. Snap it with 6. Handoff here. Down to the 50. Gain of 3. I'm not going to do the, I'm not going to talk about time wasted if you snap it inside 7 seconds. 7 inside 7, not going to split hairs on that, but first 2 plays, 28 seconds you left on the clock. 2nd and 7. FSU has all their timeouts. NC State's got 2. Back to his right. Bailey. Jolly goes in motion to the top of the screen. They'll snap it with 6. They're going to send 6. Bailey. Swing pass is not there. Now trying to reverse field. Looking to throw on the run. Deep shot. Overthrown. Looking for Hoffman. Look at the score. Every spectacular throw. Literally. Oh my god, it'd be so bad. Third down at midfield. They've taken 4 sacks today on 3rd down. A 5th gives the ball back to the Seminoles with time to work. Yeah, UConn, Michigan. Apparently very good game. Michigan came all the way back. Because UConn was up by a lot in the first. They're going to get this off. 7 on the clock. There's still some confusion. 5 seconds. Scott doesn't know where to line up. 2, 1. They do get it off. Bailey sacked. Ball came out at the end, but he was down. And I don't understand why you wouldn't call a timeout for your NC State there. There was confusion where to line up with 3 seconds. There was confusion on where to line up with 3 seconds. 5th time today they've gone down with a sack on 4th. And Spike Sowles looks to be a bit banged up. And they're going to have to punt the ball away. Yeah, Sabres, 9-3. It was 3-1 every period. All going to kind of voice a really shout for all the shout. I don't blame you. Crazy game. Throwing down at the 40. And FSU's got life. Down by 11, starting this one. In the 4th. The Sharks looking pretty good this year. Go off on a team they hate. Oh, boy. I mean, that's me doing games. It's a short punt. And it takes a bounce off an FSU player. And it's going to be NC State ball. At the original line of scrimmage. Are you kidding me? It bounced off the foot of a Florida State player. And it's recovered by the punter at the line of scrimmage. I have never seen that before. It bounced off, actually the helmet. Bounced off the helmet of, I believe that's Kirkland. And the punter falls on that. at the original line of scrimmage. So literally 0-yard difference, but NC State has the ball. I have never seen a muff punt. I've seen it go off the helmet before. I've seen that many times. But go back to the line of scrimmage? I've never seen that. I've never seen a punt take a bounce of 35 yards off a guy's helmet. Back to the original line of scrimmage. Oh, man. First down, one to the top, two to the bottom. New life for NC State. They'll hand it off here. Juking outside is Smothers. And we push it down to the 42. And clock does not stop until inside 2 minutes, so it's not like NFL. Florida State's got all their timeouts. Not using them yet. You figure one more first down by NC State, they will start using them. I don't believe that sequence. I don't believe that. Helmet muff punt? Yeah, I don't know what to call that, but that's one of the wildest muff punts I've ever seen in my life. One at the top, two at the bottom. QB draw here. Bailey gets free to the 45 and down to the 48. Good blocking there to free him some space by Dante Daniels. And I would think 4-down territory here. 3rd and 2. You're not throwing. You've been sacked 5 times today on 3rd down. I'm bringing the heavy set. I'm bringing in Wilson. I'm bringing Wilson in QB power. Go from there and dare Florida State to stop. They've not done it all day. Yeah, Wilson is coming out there. Xavier might be Georgia. I'm daring him to stop it. And Florida State actually very lucky they not get called for a face mask on that one. So it looked like the way that Bailey went down, he was being grabbed with a face mask. 4 on the clock. Got to get this off. Wilson. False start. On just about everyone. And now you're in some trouble. It's 3rd and 7. Obviously by 1. The entire right side move, the entire left side then proceed to follow, and the ball never came out. Just about every single person in a red uniform moved on that one. And now you can't run the QB power play. That's twice now. NC State's taking it down to like 1 second on the play clock, and they look confused. I got some chow there. It's the second time this quarter that's happened. They've just looked confused with 1 second. They don't take a timeout. Bailey's going to take it. They're going to send 3. He's going to sack 5 times, stay on 3rd. Won't get sacked here, but will get almost intercepted. Edwin Joseph. Right in his hands, and he drops it. FSU gets the stop with all their timeouts, but oh man, the field position they could have gotten. The field position, you were near midfield. And now you're probably be starting inside the 20. Oh, man. And NC State will punt the ball. A dropped interception by Joseph. Fair catch called for. Muffed again! Are you kidding me? It's muffed again! Back-to-back muff punts! NC State is winning by doing nothing! Fair catch was called for by White, who muffs it. Have you ever seen 2 muff punts on the same drive? I've watched a lot of football, folks. I've never seen 2 muff punts on the same drive. What is this game? I don't know. Have the ball midfield instead and sees the ball in red zone. Yep. Oh, man. The amount of chances FSU has had. The drop pick. The first muff. The second muff. And now they're in the red zone. Luigi beats FSU. Them lovely's left. There you go. One on the top, one on the bottom, back to his right. They're going to hand it off here. Smothers gets one. You figure FSU should take their first time out here. Just doing the math, and they do. Fireball fence, yeah, this is special teams coordinator, line one. And remember, you missed a 33-yard field goal earlier in the game. So you missed a 33-yard kick. You muffed 2 punts. I mean, special teams is the reason why they're losing this game right now. This is nuts. Yeah, but I know, ticket silent right now. A commercial break. Oh, man. Lockout of the week. Absolutely. Timeout, Florida State. They've obviously fired for this. Yeah, this is bad. I've never seen a team muff 2 punts on one drive. Like, I legit cannot think. Yeah, he's giving some. Yeah, every FSU fan is giving something to say. I legit. Unless I'm blanking. Again, I'm the football historian here, I guess. But I watched a lot of football. I followed a lot of football. I need a big shot for this one. We're about this much left in the bottle at this point. Yeah, big shot for that. Not the rest of the spin. Nope. Yep, 9284 in that one. Yep. If you like what I see, folks, like and subscribe. This game has been loony. Honestly, glad it's such a clown show. I was worried Norvell BS is with your few wins late and keep his job. I mean, they still could win this game, but it's gonna be it's gonna be tough. This is a special teams calamity. Try to beat Xavier. Hoof. Good one. FSU special teams in a lockout, they lose. Yep. Well, even if they don't lose, I mean, they missed a 33-yard field goal, muffed 2 punts. Special and special teams. Yep. The USAA Rob Gronkowski special and special teams. Back underway here. Friday I'd like to see some finale mode engaged. It's like that's a massive consequence to do now. Literally nothing. Yep. UNLV gets 764. I'm going to say no on that. But it wouldn't shock me. Second down. Yeah, 2 timeouts for the 2-minute timeout if you're FSU. 35 tonight. Good for Ant. He needed a game like that. Just wish it was against the Suns. Just wish it is not coming against the Suns, but... Of course, they should be ranked in men's basketball. Yeah, not football. Unless it's the top 100. Even then, we're like right on the border. One on the bottom, back to his right. Handoff here. Smothers. He will get down to the 13. And FSU... I would have taken the timeout there, but it's about 9 seconds you wasted. He got got a fleshlight? What? How's he? I didn't know that they made those for football, huh? So with a 2-minute timeout, Smothers, 3rd and 6 when we get back. And, I mean, I would have taken it with 2:09. We're taking the timeout with 2:09 because it's an extra 9 seconds potentially. Not extra 9 seconds, but 3rd down, you call a play, take it down to the 2-minute timeout, versus now, you call a timeout for 3rd down if you're, but I guess the logic here is also, at 9 seconds, not much of a difference. All things here, maybe it's one play of a difference, but NC State might throw the ball here. They have an extra timeout, so it could go either way. That would go either way. Man, going back in time 2 years and showing FSU fans this game, they would have really been stuff for the playoff. Yep. Only lost to Florida by 2, and they played Alabama close exhibition. No, FSU's a good basketball team. I think they're a really good team this year. Right, exhibition doesn't matter, but still. I'll put a poll up. Better do a video on this one. I mean, this is nuts. I'm glad we did this game. I mean, we were going to do this game either way, but I'm really glad we did. Yes, excellent punishment. Oh, no. We're going to do this one either way, but I'm really glad we did this one. So we haven't had a lot of good games on stream lately. I don't know if you guys have noticed. We've had a lot of good games on stream as of late. This one's been pretty good. This one's just the right amount of nutty to be amazing. "17 years ago today." So 17 years is it Bolt? Is it Bolt? I'm going to guess Bolt on that one. Robert C. Davis. All right, now here's... If you're NC State, you don't get this. I'm punting the ball. You know what? Screw it. Stop thinking you messed that, you might get a good game. You know, if you get a first down, great. Basically ends the game. If you can kick a field goal here, I'm punting, honestly, if I'm NC State. If you don't get the first down, punt it from the opponent 13-yard line. You know what? You might be able... That's your best chance of getting a first down at this point. Just punt it again. Take a 40-yard sack here for Bailey, then punt the ball away. Why not? It was ball. I was going to say, I saw that in theaters. Miley Cyrus, yeah. All right, 14-11. So we're now past the 2-minute timeout. Again, no OT tonight. Let's just game goes OT. My picks doesn't count now. No OT, so we're going to hop off as soon as this game is done. You guys have been amazing. I mean, I appreciate it, I guess, a ton. For coming on the stream on this Friday night, the donations, you guys have been killing it. I love you guys. To the top, to the bottom, back to his left. Will they run and force a burn timeout? They're going to throw. Bailey, pump fake on the screen. Second read, not there. Going for the end zone. Open! Caught but out of bounds. Rogers. He was open. That was ball game. That was the game. That foot was out of bounds. I don't think the first foot was down when he caught this ball. No, it's in the air. Time to punt. Yep. Punt the ball away, please. Yeah, like they won but got snubbed. Yep. He got open. Now they're going to have to try the field goal. Going to fake the snap, and they'll take the delay of game. Try to get FSU to try and burn a timeout by having Lex Thomas, the third-string quarterback, run under center at the last second. But NC State will burn their second timeout instead. Dumb decisions. No, there's no dumb about that. He was open. That was a bad throw. The dumb decisions was Florida State's special teams unit for showing up. No, I'm fine throwing the ball there. I'm fine throwing the ball. That was the right play. If they had one timeout, or if they had no timeouts, I would not have thrown. But one timeout, or two timeouts with clock rules, yeah. Right now, just scouts are made for Norvell's job, yeah. Jimmy Neutron Theory? I remember that movie. Oh, that was good. Free beer for Rice students? Oh, man. That's going to be a hoot. The offense is going back out there. They are not. They are not kicking the field goal. They're going for it. They are going to go for this. I don't know if it's just again with a hard count. They're still in the huddle with 10. They're not going to. There's no way they get this off. They just break it with 7. You can't burn 2 timeouts in a row. They're not going to get this off. This would be really dumb. They snap it. They don't know the play. Wilson, end zone. Caught! Oh my goodness! Touchdown! Justin Joly calls game! I don't think they knew the play! They didn't break the huddle till 7 seconds left! They did not break the huddle till 7 seconds left! There were guys still getting in position with 2 seconds! They rushed the play, and somehow Bailey finds Joly in the back of the end zone! Juggles the ball over Arnaud, and that is the ball game! I don't believe it! I don't think they knew the play! They did not break the huddle. I don't hate going for it. But they didn't break the huddle until 7 seconds left. I don't think they knew the play. And you can't call time because you just burned one. You can't call 2 in a row. I don't believe that. I don't believe it. Extra point is good. I get the idea of going for it. 6 yards to end the game. The dumb thing wasn't going for it. The dumb thing was... The dumb part of that was the fact that there was literally 7 seconds left when they broke the huddle. I don't think they knew the play. I think it was a schoolyard play. Wow. Wow. Well done. Composure by Bailey. Oh boy. Yeah, and NC State. 1:47, we're going bowling. I get the idea of going for it because a field goal, they still need a touchdown to go down the field. So they go about probably 75 yards, 80 yards thereabout. For this, else going to matter what? Yep, I get it. But like they were all out of sorts. They were still making subs with 15 seconds in the huddle. They didn't break it till 7. There were guys getting in position with 2 seconds. We're going to pooch this kick. Fair catch made at the 35-yard line. FSU does not muff a kick. It's a Thanksgiving Day miracle, Charlie Brown. And now FSU has 2 timeouts. Yeah, that was an ice cold type play. Now, here's the thing. With 2 timeouts, down by 2 scores, the quick field goal is in play. If you get it down to like the 30 and there's about 1:10 left, you might consider kicking the field goal. Assuming you don't get the onside kick, you still have a shot. Because you have 2 timeouts. You got to get there first. Yep, Garcia's a free agent. I wish nothing but hell for that man. I wish nothing but the worst. Castellanos, middle of the field. That ball's caught. Robinson to the 40. And down to the 38. Should muff kick on purpose just to troll their fans. Yep. 1:38 clock is stopped to reset. And again, FSU got 2 timeouts, so you can go quick kick. They're not going to yet. Want to get a bit closer. Alrout, that's caught. Gets out of bounds. Gain of 5. Pittman on the grab. If you're wondering why I hate Garcia so much, I'm a D-backs fan. I have nothing against the guy, like as a person. Going on this, well, right now I got NC State. And nothing against him as a person, obviously. To my knowledge, it's nothing wrong. Just World Series 2023 broke my heart. 1 top, 2 at the bottom. Castellanos are going to send 3. Castellanos has all day to throw, now flushed out. Look to throw on the run, fires. That ball is incomplete. And the Muffos were turned into this game. Yes, it was. Garcia sends with the D-backs. He's going to hit like 180. Look, I hate... Yeah. And where's Southshire? No. No, Garcia hit the game one shot. That just was like, oh, we're not winning the series, are we? These times with the D-backs, I would lose my mind. What will Garcia do? What did he do is the question. Slam pass that's dropped by Robinson. Oh, they're going to say made a move? I didn't think he caught the ball. They're saying catch and fumble for the moment. I'm not sure that's going to last. As it stands, NC State's got it, and that's a ball game. I was going to say, that's not a catch. Garcia hit the walk-off home run in game one of the World Series. Yeah, no, he did not catch that ball. Marshall, another pass breakup. I think it's the sixth of the day for number 6, plus a pick. Is that you choking it? Yeah. Marshall's having a hell of a day. Marshall has 6 pass breakups, and he has an interception on the opening drive. I don't think that's a fumble. I'd be stunned. They're reviewing it. I would be stunned if this is a fumble. There is no 1, 2. The ball's coming out on the second step. That's no way a fumble. He never had control. You have to make a football move. He didn't make a second step. Football move is a third step. He didn't even do a second step. It was broken up by Marshall. There is no way. Now, back in the 70s, that's a fumble. Back in the 70s, basically, if you have your hands on the ball, it's a fumble. Should be a pretty quick review. Yeah, incomplete. Yeah. No surprises. I get that, James, yeah. So 4th and 4. And are you in range? Be a 50-yard try. I'll have wins from my theory that any rankings and standings week 1 shouldn't count. I mean, yeah, week 1's very different. They're going to try from 51. This will be the longest kick of the season. They're not going for it. Obviously, field goal makes it a one-score game, but this is a long kick. 51. Missed from 33 earlier. Weinberg, his longest this season is 46. That's his career long. This will be 5 yards longer than that to get to a one-score game. And oh my God. Whoo-wee, that, oh, jeez. I mean, there's wide right, and then there's wide rights, and then there's really wide rights, and then there's whatever the heck that kick was. Yeah, literally that was CMT. Closer to Gainesville than the uprights. He's now 0 for 2, 1 for 3 on field goals. Missed from 33 to the right earlier. 51, that was just nowhere in the ballpark. The Florida Special Teams Unit. Yep, Florida State Special Teams Unit. A+ all the way around. Close up within the uprights. Hand off here to Smothers. I mean, A+ job all the way around Special Teams Unit. 2 missed field goals, 2 muff punts. Although we 7-0 to the Gators. Florida State burns their second time out. There's not even the area code. Oh, man. This special... Denver beats Colorado State. I'm sure Mount's network is just losing their minds. Heads up in the 5th row. We had a surfer on the beach. Kick went to Columbia. Oh, man. That kick wasn't wide right. The uprights or wide left future Bills kicker. Oh, my goodness. That was... I can't think of a more fitting way to end this game other than a muff punt. Outside of a muff punt, I can't think of a more fitting way to end this one. It'll be in Africa in 24 hours. That ball is still in orbit to the right. Yeah, officially a lockout for special teams. I mean, It's worse than a bear. Hand over the middle smothers. He'll get smothered at the 37, I should say. I know it's tonight. You must spawn the Vikings. Oof, that's a bit too far. 2 locks? Like straight up or like against the spread? Because straight up, I'm taking like Texas A&M and Alabama. Yeah, that ball is, oof. Man, I thought Rams was bad. Yep. FSU, hold my liquor. Hold my apple juice shots. Oh, my God. Jokes a few weeks ago, I could come back to school and be UMass starting right guard, but I also kicked in high school in Florida. So there you go. There you go. Oh, against the spread. Okay. I was going to say, because otherwise... FSU special teams tonight was something else. FSU special teams, I think, was worse. Somehow, I think that was worse. Ball empty? Pretty much. Pretty much. 3rd and 5. Wilson going to take it. No timeouts left for the Seminoles. I'll take it all the way down. Nowhere close to the sticks. 4th and 5. And there's about a 23-second difference, so the punt away with 23. Locks of the week. Let's go. Ooh. I like Georgia 43.5. I really like Georgia 43.5. Charlotte is not good. I think Georgia it's going to be like 66-0 in that one. They'll call it out with 24. And then we'll go... Ooh. We'll go Georgia on the spread. And... I like the under in Iowa, Michigan State. Iowa under... NC just go for it. They can't even hit a 15-yard field goal. Oh, my goodness. Fourth and 4. They'll punt it away. Just got to get this off. Don't care where it goes. Just got to get this ball off. And you'll become bowl eligible once again. And FSU, their bowl hopes dependent on beating Florida. Punt. Fair caught. No muff at the 26. Under Iowa, Michigan State. Yes. Best Chris ever. I did not hear of that short. Was that the one with Huey, Dewey, and Louie and the Christmas that was like never ending? One more for all time's sake, yep. One more for the road. NC State, barring the miracle of all miracles, is going to win this game. Muff it, you cowards. Yeah, more wire than Tyler Bass against the Chiefs. Yes, it would. It didn't muff the punt. They're the locale of the week. They're the locale. Here we go. Castellanos stepping up. Past the sticks. Caught the 45 to the 50. 45 and out of bounds to the 42. With 10 seconds. Boggs. Yep, not muffing the punt. What a concept. Attempt the field goal. Unironically, they should. Unironically, they should attempt the field goal. Because that's your only chance. This field goal, onside kick, Hail Mary. They're not going to do it. Castellanos. They're not going to do it. He's going to throw a Hail Mary on this play. 5, 4. That's reaching the end zone. Incomplete. With 1 second. And now there's no time on the clock. Robinson a bit slow to get up. Please beat the game. There's no reason to play the final. I don't care if there's 1 second or no seconds. Just There's no reason to just end the game. Come on, they're going to put a second back on the clock. They're going to put 1 second back on the clock, and unlike the Iron Bowl in 2013, this second back on the clock is completely and utterly pointless. There is no reason. The Sunshine Showdown would be so funny if Florida makes FSU Bowl ineligible for the second straight year. All right, 2nd and 10. They'll try it again. Castellanos, throwing, not even close to the end zone, and it's intercepted. It'll slide down at the 12-yard line. That might matter to some. Marshall, his second pick of the day. Marshall's second pick, alongside 6 pass breakups, and NC State's going bowling. Marshall, one of the best games by a cornerback you'll ever see in your life. 2 picks, 6 pass breakups. Your final score, 21-11. All right, here's the game plan. Tomorrow, Mizzou, Oklahoma. At 12, Oregon, USC, 3:30, then 7:30, or actually 8 o'clock. It's actually 8 o'clock. Cal, Stanford. That game starts at 8. But the other 2 games are normal time, 12 and 3:30. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Have a great rest of your night. And if you have any working body parts, FSU wants to, if you have college eligibility, to join their special teams unit. Appreciate you guys tuning in. And I will see you guys tomorrow for a triple header in college.